Hello! Welcome to the first episode of Dungeons and Death Saves. Alright.
Okay.
So if you haven't already, we have an intro series on our channel right now. It's already up, and you can go and look at those. I'll probably link it here. And you'll be able to check that out and get up to date on the story as well as the characters. And to put a name to a face to the name, I'm gonna let everyone introduce themselves, starting with your real name.
My real name?
And then who you are.
Good.
What?
My name is Cullen, and my character, his name is Nindle, and he's a squirrel named Piff, and he's a forest gnome mystic.
My name is Weston. I play Hojigan, and I have a cat, and I'm a rogue.
What's the cat's name? I never said it.
The cat's name is Bandit.
I am Rachel. My character is Namala, and she is a Tabaxi Ranger.
My name is Jacob, and my character is a Spader Tiefling Storm Sorcerer, and his name is Blythe Widemore.
I am Landon. I play Lex Calloway. I am a barbarian, dragonborn, white dragonborn.
My name is Chris. My character name is Vokt. Yes, V-O-K-T.
Sounds like a sound I would make when I'm
Yeah,
stuck
yeah,
in my
sure.
throat.
He hasn't been introduced yet.
You'll find out.
Okay, my name is Cameron. My character's name is Zeph, and she is a human fighter.
Lovely. And the character in the intro series, Joash, we may also call him Nate. He is no longer playing, and he won't be for the foreseeable future. Yeah. And we'll also be having Blythe here.
Who are
leading us
you?
in a little bit too. Who am I? Oh yeah, I'm Brandon, and I'm the Dungeon Master here at Dungeons and Death Saves. That was ended very quick.
Shows how much we love you.
All right. Yeah, it's true. So we are resuming directly after the intro to the world ended. They are still in Gontwen. You guys can put your character tokens on the board, actually. Let's zoom in one more.
I'm dead. Just start off.
Should I put mine in now?
No. You're not here.
You're not here.
Hey, they're all good.
Remember last time you guys had gone to sleep, and the people that took you in, but also kind of like betrayed you in a little way, but they were forced to let you stay here for as long as you guys needed. So you guys have rested up, and now you are heading back downstairs. You guys can group together to have a meeting. Are we all going to sit at different tables?
I mean, okay.
I also play the role of Geralt, the NPC. Wait.
If we're all sitting together, I figured I might be out.
Oh, NPC.
We're in
Oh,
the crowd.
yeah, I'm the DM. That's what it means. But Geralt is my main NPC right now. Okay, so you guys meet up. Go ahead.
yourself, insert.
So we've just awoken.
You guys have just woken up after last night's thing. No time has passed, which is a little weird to think about, but
Have we already eaten breakfast, or are we gonna?
no, you guys just woke up and just sat
Is that our
down.
new Nindle figure? It's adorable.
The lady is nowhere to be seen right now, but you can see the elven man still standing there.
Breakfast.
Okay, I approach the elven man.
Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Do you have food?
Yeah, of course we have food. I'm quite sorry, everyone. I'm quite sorry as well for what happened last night. It's
You mean throwing us to the spiders?
I didn't. Well, yeah, I guess I did, but if you were in my shoes, I'm sure you would have made a similar choice.
I wonder how
Actually,
Spider-Man
I'm sure you're all
tastes.
quite strong. Anywho, you want some food, I hear.
Yes. Great.
Could you make? He like starts shouting into the back of the kitchen. Could you make some food for our guests? Right.
We're gonna like cook up the spiders.
Do you have food for Bandit, my cat?
Our food's gonna be quite enough for him, I'm sure. It's not gonna be to your all liking. We don't get too much great food out here. No shipping boats come in too often.
Right,
So we kind of work with what we got.
Aren't too picky.
Can I eat the cat?
No, you cannot eat my cat.
Why not?
It just depends on which one you're talking about.
I can't fight.
Yes. Bandits.
I love tasting adrenaline.
Oh boy.
I don't like pre-dead meat.
I am quite terrified of him now.
You're terrified?
You can move your character back.
Off to a good start, there.
Alright.
Oh.
You sit at a completely separate table.
Yes.
I like the group.
As per usual.
Hey, our
Alright.
favorite edge lord.
After
Good morning.
after about like 5 minutes, not 5 minutes, like 10, 20 minutes, you guys are talking. This door opens up and she's just carrying like plates and plates of food. She moves up and she just drops off like a little plate in front of everybody.
Ah, thank you.
She nods to you.
Is this pre-dead?
Me?
To whoever, anyone who thinks so, she's just like,
Is this pre-dead?
Excuse me, what?
Was this recently killed? Feel fear.
You could speak
Why?
last night. Why are you not speaking now?
no,
I have like.
she did not speak last night. No.
Could I use thaumaturgy to create a taste?
No, she didn't speak.
She walks into the kitchen.
Chris, it sounded like.
I started eating my food.
Okay, it's pretty gross. It's like a mushy, like potato substance with like some kind of texture in it.
Can I use thaumaturgy to create
Like
tastes?
grits?
You can make it passable, kind of like grits in
Yeah, I'm gonna
potatoes,
use thaumaturgy to
but
taste
like
to
harder,
make it taste
more like
like.
rocks.
I'm gonna use
Wait.
thaumaturgy to
Yeah,
take some of the
like
edge
hard
off,
grits.
at least for myself.
Like stale rice.
So, like,
it's
gravel.
it's pretty much stale rice in potato mash. It's gross and it tastes.
So like gravel mashed potatoes.
Delicious.
Yeah, you can like cast dogmaturgy and
They totally-
dogmaturgy. And
They
it's
totally
totally
use the
That's
spider
what
meat in
it
this. This is spider meat. Guarantee it.
Bandit.
But yeah, I used.
Then it's like gouging.
I
it, just-
enjoy it.
But yeah, I'm using thaumaturgy to make it taste passable.
Delicious.
It tastes passable, but you can still like that texture's still there.
Oh,
You're just like,
there's no fixing that.
all right.
Alright.
Mike's
Oh,
sit back
sure.
down.
Hey, how are you doing?
Good.
How are both of my favorite friends?
Geralt turns around and
You're
just
okay, Nindle?
Yeah.
Then I'm okay.
over like his shoulder.
How's your cat?
What?
What do you mean?
Our
Our-
food tastes like garbage. There's
Our
no
cat.
fear.
My cat is not afraid.
Our
of
our
dogs.
It's not
cat.
afraid at all.
Nope.
Can you make it afraid?
Okay.
Nope.
Geralt's talking.
Do you want?
I desire fear in my cuisine.
Did that woman seem afraid of you?
I didn't eat her.
To be fair, she's probably had worse customers. Like Joash.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
That's gonna be a regular.
Anyways, you're not eating the cat. Piff is afraid of you.
I love Biff. Plus, he'd probably leave my stomach.
He probably would.
Your cat looks nice. Don't you have a coat, Namala?
Our cat.
Namala, where's your goat?
Yeah,
I want to
Namala.
feast on your goat.
Namala, what happened to you?
Where is he?
Don't spin.
Swims where?
Don't spin.
Oh, he'd be fearful.
You just seem kind of afraid.
Cable.
Can he swim? Does he know how to swim? He doesn't know how to swim. So he's drowning. So he's fearing for his life. Oh, that's delicious.
That's all I need.
Lex, you already knew that.
Oh, I know, but I like to admit
I'm crying.
it has my endorphins running. It makes the food taste better. Just knowing that there's food somewhere. And then
You're a little bit intense for the moment.
I'm just hungry.
40%.
We fought last night a
Blood.
great battle.
Blood's gonna be
He's just
showing
like
his
looking at you
face,
guys
trying
and
not
just
to laugh.
like,
Can
just
I,
kind of got like that look of like,
Ah.
who did I let into my home?
Ain't the good
Can
book
I try to
saying
like
joyful
sneak
heart is
into
good
that room when
medicine?
that woman is? is.
He would see you, yeah.
Thank you.
But you can just. I
Can
mean,
I tell
Go
Pip?
down there.
yeah, you can try it.
Can I tell Bandit to go and explore?
Sure.
All right, Bandit, you go do your thing.
Bandit just kind of like runs out the door.
Okay,
gonna
that's
try.
not what I meant. No, Bandit, I meant. Oh, I meant the kitchen.
He'll be fearful.
At least I really hope he doesn't drown. Like
The door's open. The guy like looks at you and he's just like, again, like that face, just like, who are these people? Like they're just walking around. He's like mumbling to himself, just like these people are just okay. What are they doing?
He just thinks it's weird because he hasn't seen anybody in years.
He just doesn't.
Wait, so can I enter?
Yeah, it's open. You open up and yeah.
Spicy water.
And she like turns to you and she's like,
Hello. Do you how long has this place been haunted?
Hmm.
2 years. Do you not talk? Hey, sorry about that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go eat that really good breakfast.
she like waves with her fingers as you like leave and the door closes.
Can I talk to the guy in Elvish?
Yeah.
So, how long has this place been all sorts of messed up?
He's like weirded out that you of all people kind of like know Elvish because you don't look Elvish, and he's just like,
What is he right now?
I'm a parasite. I
No, but, like, what
control of a
body do
human
you have?
now. Human.
Just normal
Yeah, just
looking
normal.
dude.
he's like, and then he starts speaking, and he's like, why do you speak Elvish?
Same reason you speak Elvish.
You're a human.
And you're an elf. Thanks for.
Yes, so I speak my language. Why do you speak my language?
Can I use mimic native tongues as well?
I don't think you guys have been here long enough to understand like their accents.
Anyway, don't worry about that. How long has this place been all sorts of messed up? And why is an elf in the non-elf region?
Hey, it's not the non-elf region. This island is kind of like a middle point, you know.
I get that.
No man's land.
Ooh. Does he speak Elvish?
Like every man.
Sorry. I
It's
thought
not-
that was Brandon talking.
It's like a. Did you not know anything about Gontwen? You knew here? Okay, it's like.
You just got here.
I mean, like, it used to be like a paradise. It wasn't like this always. That's why that port city looks beautiful, but like destroyed, you know? It's like, we had a pretty good thing going here. Me and my sis used to run a tavern here. Travelers would come through, they'd stay here, bring in lots of money. None of the locals stay here, though. No one stayed here. It's a very wealthy place, or well, it used to be. You'll see if you go around. There's a lot of mansions, all kinds of things of that sort.
What happened?
Beats me, man. Some crazy stuff had been going on beforehand. There were a couple ghost reportings, hauntings, all kinds of things. But nothing much.
Any
Nothing.
concentrated area, like by the coast, in the mainland, anything?
I mean, obviously, the cemetery has a couple reportings, but like that's I mean, of course, it's a cemetery. But now I haven't heard too much from people. People kept coming in and then they never come back. This used to be a safe haven for people to stay until the spiders came and then picked off one by one. You see those little balls up in the rafter. A couple of them are people, probably. Yeah.
When did the spiders come?
Oh, quite recently, actually. About 2 months, 3 months ago.
Okay, so by the time that we got here,
What do you
they
think?
were already here
Oh yeah,
for a while.
like 2 months, yeah, 3 months.
Are there more spiders?
Yeah, not that I know of. Probably on the island, yeah, but not.
Have you gone out of this tavern or
No,
no?
I leave this tavern. Nothing comes in here, and I don't go outside. It's
Okay.
like their world and my world, you know.
Does your sister speak Elvish?
Yeah, she's an elf too. I mean, well, no, she doesn't speak Elvish. She can understand you.
Okay.
She doesn't speak. She lost that in a little accident.
Well, accident, that happened.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry.
All right, thanks. We'll let you know if you need anything. And
No problem.
let us know if you need anything.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this place is messed up.
You don't say.
Oh, so. I'm gonna
What do you mean, Audrey?
how so?
So I was just talking to home over there, and he said that the spiders came about 2 or 3 months ago. This place has been haunted for a couple of years now. The only concentrated place has been the cemetery, but I mean it's a cemetery. Of course it's going to be haunted.
Of course.
Can you move him over? He's walking up to you guys.
Wait, what?
Keep that. So he walks up and he has like 2 big plates, each enough drinks of both, and he puts down, so like he has 7 drinks on, he puts them down, or 8. Yeah, 7. He puts down 7 drinks on each of these platters. He's like, one's on the right, or the water, the one's on the left, there's some kind of wine, I think, that we have.
Wine.
Not even, okay, listen, it's like one of those old wines, it's not like super alcoholic, but it's got some in it.
That's old.
It's not old, it's just
Like ferment.
no, more just like,
Decant. I learned that one. A lot.
yeah,
That word.
It's not something.
decant.
I speak to him in Elvish again.
Hmm.
One more question. Why didn't the spiders kill you?
And he starts speaking in Elvish, you guys figure.
I can hear Elvish shit.
Anyway,
Can you really?
Wait.
well, they came in here, they saw that people would come in here so long as I'm in here, and if I wasn't, then they wouldn't come in. They originally did have me tied up. They had me up in the ceiling rafters, and then when people came in, they would just close the door and they wouldn't come in, so they let me back down. The things on this island aren't normal monsters. They're not here to just kill and pillage. They're here for, like, intelligence, if that makes any sense.
Hmm.
What are you looking at?
Intelligence.
Did you say that in Elvish? Alright, how many, and he says in Elvish, how many of you can speak Elvish?
What did I speak Elvish? Did I grow up in like a...
Only if you, yeah, you probably
Because
did.
you're not here.
Do you have it in the
Yeah, I speak it.
Oh, weird bunch, not a single elf in here, but they speak Elvish.
Yeah.
Whatever, I like
Probably
it.
half elf. I don't know.
And he switches back to common. Anyway, sorry for the rest of you that were confused. What do you guys feel free to have the drinks? If you need me, just holler. Or if you want me to sit down, I can do it too.
Sit down.
He pulls up a chair and just sits down. That's like some spider webs on. He just sits down. He's
Alright. As I was saying before, Gontwen is a pretty decently sized island. What we're gonna do? I turned to him, what's the most populated area of Gontwen? Here? Around here?
probably right here. This is like the tourist kind of spot when people would come here during the summers. Anytime it's warm, people would come here. Winter, most people moved out. I even would sometimes go back to the mainland. But like places where like the main residents stay are out in the hills, stuff like that. Anywhere offshore, you'll find probably some mansions and stuff. The closest ones are the most valuable and important because they get the best view. Unless you're like the one at the very top, that guy has a huge house. It's like the biggest one on the island. Baller,
In my mouth.
Count Baller. He's a really rich guy. Baluar. Baller, but something like that. I call him Baller. He owns like the biggest house, and it's up on like the highest hill, pretty far back too. But the most are pretty close to this area, if unless it's like a small little castle. I say small to you guys, it probably would be a big one, but that's fine.
Why? Where do you think we come from?
Hmm?
Where do you think we come from?
A place where there's not huge castles, and every 10 feet you go.
You're right.
It's a fair assumption.
Yeah, that's pretty decent.
Outside you hear like the cat just like. That's not.
Bandit, come in!
And you hear like something like metal like clashing.
He sounds afraid.
Bandit!
Legs,
I'm gonna
cool.
get my. No, what? No. I'm gonna get my cat.
You go outside and you see like a trash can like toppled over, and it's like wrestling with a raccoon and it's like scratching its eyes.
Can I shoot the raccoon?
Bandit's winning.
Oh.
Very visibly. The
There you
raccoon's
go.
like pawing back and he's just
There you go. Oh, your
the
guy
raccoon
is-
like scurries away after a little bit. And it starts chasing after
No, no, Bandit, stop, stop.
Bandit,
stop,
bring
stop,
me
stop,
that
stop.
raccoon!
It turns around to look at you.
Bandit,
It
You're
can't
not
move.
out there.
bring me that raccoon!
It looks back at you and he's just like,
Go get the raccoon for Lex.
he goes up into the forest.
Lex, we're gonna get you a
Excuse
new
me.
raccoon that's terrified right
Oh,
now.
beautiful. It tastes like endorphins and pain.
Orphans and
Orphans is better. Have you ever eaten an orphan?
Why aren't we friends with him?
I can't say how.
Neither have I, but I imagine that their pain
Right.
is delicious.
Is he
I'm an orphan!
It's deep-seated.
I think. I don't know.
Always serious.
Alright, so who wants to go see Count Baller?
I would not recommend that.
Why don't we
Why
go
not?
to the cemetery?
He's not there. I mean, there's nothing there to
Why did we
see.
come here in the first place?
Because we heard about the hauntings, and for some odd reason, you
That
guys
seems like a
were-
terrible
He
reason to
came
do
by
anything.
on the day that he
Yeah.
left and
He came by and okay.
he announced that he wouldn't be coming back until the island was
He
protected.
went back to the mainland.
Yes.
You know where? You say?
Oh, probably somewhere rich. I don't know too much about the mainland.
Why don't we just go to the cemetery?
Maybe codes.
We go to the cemetery. Of course, you want to go to the cemetery, player.
That's where all of this started. It only makes sense to go to the cemetery.
Go to
Okay,
the
all
cemetery,
cemeteries
maybe
are
we'll
haunted.
figure out more about what's going on over there, you know what I'm saying?
What was that?
Oh, sorry. I was hungry.
Where did you get that food?
I found it.
Oh.
So, if we go out to the cemetery, then perhaps we'll figure out more about what we need to know in order to talk to this Callum Baller guy.
Well, that sounds like a good plan to me.
Plus, there's probably fear there, because it's a cemetery.
Count Ball is just someone who lives here. I didn't want to like insinuate that he's like something important. He just lives here.
Is there a
Well, you
mayor
said
down
you
there?
should, why shouldn't we go there? You said
No.
we shouldn't go there. You said I wouldn't
Not right
do
now.
that.
Yeah. Probably. Yeah. I wouldn't do that. Not right now. He's not there.
Oh, well, this scene would be boring. So let's just go to the cemetery.
Or we can break into Count Ballers and we can rob the place.
Or we can
But
do
why
what
though?
we're here to
Why?
do.
Is
and
he how?
You could
what
do
what
that.
kind of
Why?
person is he? He's Baller.
Oh. I mean, he has some money. He's not a bad guy though. I mean, he's always been nice to me. Like he's come down here. He's like the only rich guy that comes down to the town. Most of them stay in the house, but he comes down every once in a while. He buys some like food. I think he cooks.
Who's
Like,
the richest person in this town?
Baller. 100%. He used to be
Okay.
the richest.
Yeah.
Used,
So,
used to be.
Well, I mean, like he's not here. Nobody here
What
really
is
is rich
this?
anymore. The whole place got destroyed.
is there still stuff in Count Ballers?
Probably not. Dude's not stupid.
Rob
Thank
it.
you. I'm kidding.
You're
It's
not
just a-
wrong.
Dang, you got some bad friends.
Yeah, we will. Well, she's not our
We have a
friend.
Zeph.
Oh,
She's our friend.
that's a weird. Alright. Anywho, where you guys gonna go?
Am I picking up on this
Cemetery.
as it's going? That's for mimic native tongues.
Yeah, the whole time you talk to people.
We go to the cemetery.
Okay.
Wait, I actually have to wait until Brandon comes back though.
Okay, as soon as your captain's back. Cemetery?
Yeah.
Cemetery. Let's go.
Okay.
Now or?
Cemetery on 3, guys.
Don't look at me like that.
Oh.
Dang.
Wow,
Wow,
that's
that's
how to.
1, 2, 3, cemetery.
so.
It's for YouTube channel.
All right. When you guys head back, I guess I'll see you here.
Yeah.
Alright.
Sounds good.
See ya.
What's your name again?
My name is people call me Freddy. It's a completely different name to pronounce. Besides that, but you can just call me Freddy. That's what everyone calls me by. And people call my sister Annabelle if you want to know what that means. Yeah, she'll be able to hear you. She can call Anna, but it's Annabelle, and then some extra syllables. But you know, again, take it.
Annabelle.
Something like that.
Too hard.
All right. So you guys are heading out?
Well, we're my cat. Yeah.
Okay.
You got a place to stay for my cat? Who's staying there?
You can. Oh, you know, you can say somewhere. I mean, we're not allergic, so like whatever.
Who knows? Cats could be useful when you get.
So you guys wait like 3 minutes and coming back in. Anna comes in. with a small baby raccoon in his mouth. He's just walking in with blood kind of dripping from his mouth, from his maw.
Bandit.
Yeah.
What happened to the big one, Bandit? Oh, God.
Just drops it at your feet, just like.
Okay.
And
Here
just
you
looks
go.
up. He sits down and just looks up to you with approval.
Good job. Good job. I pet Bandit.
He purrs it.
Alright. You head back to the
okay.
room, Bandit.
Alright, Bandit kind of scoots around you, rubs your leg, and then goes upstairs.
I've never seen such an obedient cat.
Here you go. I toss him the baby raccoon.
Is it dead?
Yeah, it's dead.
Oh, it's dead?
It's moving a little bit. You would feel a heartbeat, but it's
Snap.
just snap is spire.
So
Yeah, and then it just.
You just put that in your
You
pocket.
put it in your pocket. You don't just go to eat it.
I need a snack for the gym.
All right. Are you guys heading out?
I'm not sitting next to him. I don't
Alright,
know.
yeah, we'll head out.
You get to leave.
Oh, don't look at
Oh, no. You're just outside of the town tavern. Oh, Gerald,
Yeah.
before you guys leave, Gerald's I think I'm gonna stick this one out, guys. Ghosts are not really being. I'm more like a beast kind of guy.
Well, to be fair,
No.
can't really hit a ghost with a sword, can you?
That's true. The reason, what I'm gonna
That's
do,
adorable.
Excuse me?
listen, I have a spell that I've been working on. Well, I should know it, but listen, I'm not the best out there. I'm not the best hunter. But I can work on a spell that'll allow me to actually fight some ghosts or any spectral kind of things.
Can I intimidate Kojigan?
Sure. I'll be working on that inside, guys. As he heads inside. First roll of the campaign.
Man, I gotta remember.
Here we go. Come on, that's 20.
Season 2.
What do
Vamos.
what do I have to
I
roll
guess
against
this is season
it?
1. That
You
last
failed
two
us.
seasons.
What do I have to roll against it?
What is she doing? You're intimidating?
Intimidation.
Roll a, just a con save. I don't know. I feel like I forget all of D&D's rules now.
I don't.
I feel like concepts.
I haven't played it in so long.
I am.
Con save for what?
20, not
Intimidation.
Not
Be intimidated.
Wouldn't that be like
I just
charisma?
rolled an 18 like
No,
I was
because
too.
he's using his mind to go against. He's not quick-witted back. Unless you
I'm
want
not
to
scared
have
of
it.
you.
Don't call me sweet. Okay, I punch him.
Alright, darling.
Let's not.
Yeah, let's
Yes.
not have PvP
You
in
told
the
us
first
to play as
hour.
our characters.
All right, punch him. Well, you
Wait,
don't
I
need-
don't punch him. Okay.
Do you just want to punch him lightly?
Can I?
You just want to
Like.
Can I
but no
can I
damage.
grab him by his
Oh,
collar,
can I
just
stab him?
lift him off the ground a little bit, just.
How tall are
He's a
you?
parasite. He's not very heavy.
How tall is he?
Oh, like 5.
Grab him by the tentacles.
How tall is Zeph? Is she like a big girl?
I've always imagined her
She's
as
like 6 foot.
See ya.
Big girl.
Alright, do it.
For-
Do it with advantage.
See ya.
what
She's
do I
6
roll
foot
for
Amazon.
that?
Strength. Athletics.
I don't know about Amazonian. I was thinking more like probably like female wrestling kind of body type, like
China.
like
Woo! 20
like
not
even. I don't
Can
know,
my,
like, I
or
don't know.
she can pick me up? Can my tentacles kind of go onto her
Roll
hands?
an acrobatics check to dodge, or roll an athletics check to try to be weighty. You choose.
Acrobatics to dodge? Okay.
It's no. That's a no.
9!
9.
I just want my tentacles to just start crawling up her hands. Since she's trying to pick me up.
That would be separate. What are you trying to do with them?
Just make the tentacles kind of grab her.
Freak her out.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Not
yeah, you
freak her
kind
out,
of do
just
that,
I
but
want-
she
I
does
just
pick
want-
you up. So if you're in the air
I just
in
wanted
her
to
hands.
grab her.
You just kind of wrap your little tentacles around her arm. Yeah.
So down.
She
Looking
does
by.
it. What are you gonna? You're holding him in the air. What are you doing?
Oh, yeah. I didn't think that far ahead.
I didn't think I'd get this far.
Oh, can I just throw him to the side?
Maximum. Sure. Roll an acrobatics check with disadvantage to try to stay on your feet.
No, that was 18. I don't know. See if you want to play with it.
19?
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of fall and then just push. Oh, what was the disadvantage? My bad.
6.
6. Okay, yeah. So you fall, you try pushing with your arm, but you just slip out from underneath you and just crash onto your elbow. Just
I enjoyed that.
I get back up.
that's your action. Oh, no, you're. Oh,
You're
yeah,
not
we also.
fighting.
I'm gonna
We're
move
doing the
away
light,
from her.
but just as a thing, just to say, because I have a homebrew rule that you can't use your action to get up.
First
Or
blood.
since you're wearing light armor, you can use the bonus action, or no armor. Anywho, where do you guys want to go?
Cemetery.
Great.
We don't know where the cemetery
I'm
is.
pulling my raccoon.
He like pointed like directly out the door. You pull out your raccoon.
Yeah, it's just chilling in my hand right now.
Let's go down to
Where are we going?
going to the cemetery.
Someone-
Oh yes.
Thanks.
Someone just move all the
I
characters.
take a bite out of his tail
Except for
as I
Blythe.
walk down the path.
No one touches
Brandon,
them all.
except for Blythe.
No, just for now.
Take a bite out of his
What?
tail as I walk down the path.
Okay, you got something?
Ninja just
Yeah,
runs
okay.
into the forest.
Someone move the characters as it goes.
Take another bite out of it. This time it's hind legs.
When you're hopping on
Including
the
the
Whoa!
bones and everything.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just chomping on it.
You guys continue down the path,
Okay.
and you
half
come to
gone
here
now.
where, yeah,
Okay.
and there's like spider webs on the trees all around you.
Do we notice that his character's on?
You notice.
Can I roll
Guys,
perception?
where's Blythe?
Is that the raccoon?
That was good.
Guys, listen to what Zep
Guys,
just said.
where's Blythe?
Wait. Oh,
Wait, where is
I'm
Blake?
a ninja.
Yeah.
it was pretty quiet.
Well,
We lost Blythe.
well, since you're the leader
You
of
lost
the group.
Blake. Yeah, you
I
lost
know,
she?
you're the leader.
Yeah, you are. You're the leader of the
Is
group.
she?
Nindo, is she the leader of the group?
Skibbity beep bop.
I picked him up in class.
That's pretty bad leadership.
I'm not the. Okay, who cares? His own fault. Can we keep going?
Yeah, sure.
Wait, can I roll a perception check just to like kind of like
Yeah.
see that area? 20 not Nat.
Yeah, you see around you, again, the spider webs that I described. Nothing in them right now. There's like a couple like cocoons of like possible humans. This looks to be like the home of the old spiders.
Can I go up to one of the cocoons and cut it open?
They're in the trees. So if you want to climb a tree, then sure.
How high are they?
Pretty tall.
Okay.
Like the one to your right.
How high? How high can the mala do tree?
She's a small tree right now.
She's not tree. Because I was gonna like jump on the mala's back and the mala tree.
Like trampoline her.
The Mala can climb trees.
I'm a climb tree.
The mom can climb trees really well. That's one of her features.
Well, she is a tree. That's fine.
No, that's not why. It's because I grew up in the freaking forest. That's for why.
Actually, instead of climbing it to cut one open, can I shoot one with my bow?
You can certainly try.
I'll try to shoot it with the. So I pull out my longbow and I go to shoot it. 21.
21?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would hit.
10 damage.
Okay, so it like sinks into the just like sinks into it, and really nothing happens. Just like some of the wires just like split open.
You can't see anything?
Not able to see anything. Nothing leaks out.
Spiders have wires.
Webs.
No, like the fibers of the like the spider web.
The
The speaker.
Well,
The wire.
whatever's in there isn't alive.
So is this the graveyard?
It says
This
it's
is
a
a
forest.
graveyard.
No, that's what I figured.
I'm sorry, I wasn't.
Do we go left or right?
It was metal.
Oh wait, that's just a dead end. Right.
Yeah.
Alright, then we're gonna have to go right.
Okay, I got an idea though. Nindo,
Yes.
try jumping into the spider web.
Why?
I want to see what happens. To be completely honest.
Into which spider web?
This one right here.
What if I throw it?
Ooh, throw him into the spider web.
Nindo, let's go.
Let's do this. I'm okay with that.
How are
I
you going to
guess.
get him back down?
I pick up Nindle
Okay.
Oh,
and I, like a baby, like I toss him up like I'm playing with a baby, but very high.
Into
Play with a
the.
baby like that?
Okay, roll an athletics check.
Like that?
Roll an athletics check with advantage since he's so small.
What check?
Athletics.
Athletics.
Advantage.
Advantage.
Oh, more than 24.
You huck him up and he just like, do you grab onto it or like,
Can I stick?
you kind of like slap into it and you start falling just like a little bit from your weight, but like if you grab on then you'd be like
I will
fine.
grab on.
And you kind of like pull yourself like through the stuff.
How is it, Nindle?
Oh no.
It's okay, I think.
You may have just killed me.
That's pretty awesome.
You hear in your ear, you just hear a. Only you hear this.
Nindo,
as
are
you hear
is it
this-
sticky? Is it sticky, Nindo?
It's pretty sticky.
Why did
Can you move? This is pretty awesome. This is a great
I
idea.
think I can move.
Try
Put this
climbing
next to
higher.
Nindle.
Try climbing higher.
all we had?
So as you like look towards the noise, you see phasing in from like nothing, just like kind of like from like invisibility to like visible, this like spidery maw, and it just and just sticks into your throat. Or let me try to.
Into my throat?
No!
What?
No!
You put him in this.
He
thing.
put it in.
He said that he
Tossed it, he
consented.
needed him.
Oh no.
He did consent.
Not 20.
Why are you rubbing your
Oh, no.
Don't kill him.
4.
Now I can't get
I'll give you the 5 and not the 9. So that's a 9 plus 2, 11 damage. So it just bites into your neck. Like, does like a bunch of damage with that. Then, oh god. Oh god.
Okay. Alright. Am I poisoned?
Roll a constitution save.
Oh, he's gonna go no. Am I gonna get paralyzed or something?
What do you get?
5.
We'll end his misery.
Oh, great technique today.
You failed?
Full of them.
How is he gonna throw him into the tree? I just want him to touch him.
Gosh.
He's gonna freaking yeet him into the tree. He's saying yeet.
All we had to do was walk to the cemetery, guys.
It is. And
Oh, because it's a nat 20, I rolled double the dice. So that's 8d8.
What?
Yeah. 10,
Don't look.
20, 30,
I want
36 damage from the poison. So it just seeps into your veins and just like.
I'm down. I mean,
So like as you like kind of let go, it just like crawls. You guys see like so he just like, God, and then he like falls unconscious. Oh God, that really just.
oh no, I'm still up there.
Really?
No, you're at 31.
much health?
Minus 36, you're at negative 5.
No, minus I have this.
Oh,
He
33.
he kind of like passes out, and then the thing just like crawls over him and like out of his like bottom abdomen. It just like starts like wrapping around Nindle, and it's just turning him into one of those balls.
can
Just,
I shoot my arrow?
everybody can roll initiative as that's happening.
That's such a bad start, guys.
18.
20, not that.
Alright, again, just hold your number in your
Oh,
hand.
right, right.
What is it plus again?
I got you. Wow.
What is it plus for initiative? Plus your initiative, right?
Huh? You plus your initiative, yes. Okay, let me hear it. Who is the highest? Who thinks that 20 and above?
She got.
not 20, 23.
Oh, she got 23. I have 20.
Above 20?
I
Okay.
didn't get a chance to dodge. Oh, you did.
18.
Anyone higher than that?
18.
Roll. Anyone else?
I have 11.
Is he here?
Huh? You'll see. We can just throw these
Oh.
away.
He's gonna be like, save you from the woods.
Nindle, roll at 2.
Okay.
Roll.
Initiative.
4. I'm rolling the equal.
He's dead.
He still needs to roll for death saves.
All right, I got.
What'd you get?
Roll initiative.
I roll initiative or?
Yeah.
No, initiative.
Roll initiative.
Worship
15.
13.
15.
Or 15.
Okay. Namala goes first. This chair's broken.
Arrow, right?
I'm sorry, you're dead.
Wait, you're still in the tree?
I'm unconscious. In
Whoa.
the web.
In the web. Okay.
Oh my gosh, that was such a dumb idea. Let's
Can
throw
I?
it.
Can I?
I love it.
Can I?
I don't think
give
he'd get
you
one
the
shot.
scooter?
Yeah, can you put Nindle on the side just to show that he's dead? Or unconscious. You shoot the splooter?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I? Well, I should get closer.
You don't have to, since it's above you, you have line of sight.
Touche. Yeah.
It is crawling over
Don't remember how to
Nindle. So like
Don't miss.
don't miss.
Wait. Okay. Let's see if I remember how to do this.
Chris, I'll be dealing with your turns for a bit.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you have it here?
Yeah. No. Yeah.
No.
No.
Just roll it. 15.
15. I think it is. That hits.
Oof, my guy.
Hits.
What damage? That's this one, right? Triangle. Do.
D8.
I don't know.
No, it's D1. D4. Ooh, D1.
D1.
Just like, I got a 1!
This one.
Technically, it's a D1. It's for punching.
9.
9 damage. Is that all you're gonna do, Namala?
Yeah. What else can I do? I mean, I can hit it.
You can move, or you can use a bonus action. You could cast Hunter's Mark on it.
I don't know what that does.
Just do it.
I do it.
You do an extra 1d8 of damage every time, and as a bonus action, you can switch it over. So as a bonus action, you would cast it. You kind of like look at it and you like mark it as your target. So however you want to.
So that's if I use my bonus action.
No, it's the bonus action to cast it, and you can swap targets with it using your bonus action, so long as your first target's dead. So you took bonus action on this.
Ah.
Okay. All right. So you want to use it?
Yeah.
All right. So you're now at 3 spell slots for the day. You can mark that off on the back of your sheet or wherever. I'll remember it for now. Just try to look for it on your sheet. So you cast that on it, and you like mark it with your like feline sights. All right. It is Zeph's turn. You can also move, Rachel, if you want, but you can do it whenever. Like 30 feet.
How much is
Okay,
30 feet
is
on this
there-
map?
6 spaces. So like 6 of yourself.
6 of myself.
Is there like one like singular web or like one like main web holding all this up?
Yeah, the web right there. It's all connected to like those 4
Okay.
trees, as you can see on the board.
Okay. I'm going to aim for that.
Do you have a bow or anything?
No. So can I like climb the tree and then swat with my sword or something?
I believe you have 4 first level. You can Google search it though if you want to find out. Just search Ranger 5e. What are you trying to do? You trying to hit it with your sword? The web's at least like 20 feet up. The trees are like 30 feet tall. So you'd have to do a little bit of climbing and then stuff.
Yeah. I'll climb the tree then.
Which
So
one?
I want to. Yeah, just whichever one's closest to me. Because I want
Okay,
to try and cut down like the web system.
Okay, so you climb up with most of your movement, but like it's difficult. It's like half your movement, so you get up. Roll an athletics check.
Let's see.
16.
16, yeah, you pull yourself up most of the way, but you get only 15 feet up. You could attack the web if you want, but again, this web is pretty large. Like attacking one part of it isn't going to do a lot. It might loosen like the things, but that's all you can do right now.
How tall are the trees again?
In like 5 feet, you'll be up there, but
Okay.
then it's difficult terrain, so you'd also be moving hard on. You should just attack it. There's nothing else.
Alright, yeah. I'll just attack it.
Um.
I don't have any
roll just. I would normally not have you roll, but roll since you're. I would give you disadvantage normally, so just roll normally. Just roll to see if you can hit.
Like 10.
Yeah, you would hit it. It's not a like target. So you swing and you just like cut at this stuff, and it kind of just like separates from each other, making it harder to like move around in, I guess. Okay, it's Hojigan's turn.
I try shooting it with a regular arrow again.
Okay.
Miss.
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
Just swings past. Oh, Nindle, roll a death save.
Oh,
Oh.
oh, 8.
That's a fail.
Do you add anything to that?
Nope. Okay. Lextifer.
I have a question about cold breath. Can I encase Nindle in it to protect him or no? Like, I would still be hurting him with it, obviously.
It would hurt him for less damage, and you would need to roll a some form of skill check. I'm gonna there's no sleight of mouth. I'll just have you roll a con, just a general con throw.
All right.
It's kind of like coming from within, I guess. All right, yeah, you can do that. Do it.
All right, I'm gonna do that. So Constitution first.
I hope you know any damage done to him counts as a death save. Failure.
It's not worth it. I was
Try
debating
freezing.
it.
What about freezing the spider?
He's kind of high in the air.
How high?
I'm kind of.
How
Wait.
high am I?
Do you have a line or a cone?
I'm 20 feet.
Okay. Yeah, you would actually hit both of them probably too.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna throw my trident at him then.
Right.
Do I need 2 6?
That's a dex because you're throwing it.
Okay, a dex.
So dex plus your proficiency bonus, which is 2 if you're proficient with the trident.
Yeah, so that's 12.
12. It misses actually. You're trying to hit the spider, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it misses. It's like swings past, and it's like stuck in the web. Or like it pierces through and like cuts a couple of them and like sticks in the ground like 20 feet back.
It's like right here.
Yeah. Do you want to move? Do you want to do anything?
No, it's chill.
You want to go run towards the trident?
Yeah. I'll run to go grab the trident again.
Alright. Yeah. Cool.
If I'm proficient in longbows and I'm using a longbow, what does that mean?
You just add your proficiency bonus. If you don't, you take like a -5 or something like that on it. Pretty much you don't want to use a weapon unless you're proficient in it. Alright. Landon, descending from above, and it becomes visible in front of you. Can you move it in front? It like descends upon you and you like never saw it, and it just lunges at you again. What are my rolls? 1. So it goes to bite at you, and you kind of just like duck your hand under to like grab the trident, and it just like and like falls on the ground, and it's like upside down, so like it's like exterior up, so upside down, right in front of you. Yeah. That one's on the ground. Mocked. So you guys are all like fighting. You're like doing all this, and then around like in this area. And then over here, you kind of see like watching you guys from the forest, like almost like a wisping of like wind. It looks kind of like the spiders like at first, but then it almost looks like this like pale white humanoid like figure at first, and just like 2 black like eyes just like staring like directly at you guys. The other spider's turn.
Who sees it? Everyone?
Everyone except for Nindle and Lex. So the spider, because I'm not gonna be very mean, jumps down and attacks Hojigan. Or it like kind of like threads itself down. It doesn't like jump down yet. Does a 17 hit?
Yeah.
Or maybe an 18. Doesn't matter. Both of those are hit. Yeah, it was a 17. Alright, 17. Roll con save for me. And you take 8 piercing damage. Just comes down, bites you in the neck, just like.
Con?
Mm-hmm.
29.
20 not net?
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, not net. Yeah, you succeed from that, and you take. Wow. You still take 11 damage. Oh wait.
11 additional
I'm
damage?
sorry. Oh, 6, 9. 12. You take 12 poison damage.
Is that on top of the 8 that already happened?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it bites you and just like poison seeps into you and you just your like arm goes like stiff. How much damage have you
I took a total of 20 damage.
Poison kind of like courses through you and your like arm really hurts. Like it's like almost like paralyzed. How much health do you have? Like normal? 10? Yeah, definitely. It definitely like hurts your arm. This is one of the wound things that we were talking
I stab it.
about. Mala's turn.
So can I know what my like thing that I cast does?
Yeah, it does as long as you shoot the target. Oh, sorry, that monster as well, the one that attacked Weston, phases out. It disappears. So if it didn't, you would be able to do 1d8 extra damage to it.
But so like I cast a useless spell because I couldn't.
Since it disappeared, yes. But once it comes back, you get to do 1d8 damage to it.
Coming back.
Maybe.
Do I see this boy?
Yeah.
Can I shoot that boy?
Sure, at disadvantage. Problem with downed, unconscious, or prone enemies, ranged attacks at disadvantage. I didn't make that up, that's a rule.
No, I.
If you run up to it and stab it, that's fine. You get advantage, actually.
Can I stab it with? I don't think I have.
It's a double advantage.
It's a little too far away, though.
Can I
Too
stab
far
stuff
away.
with a staff?
I think it's too far away for you to even stab. It's like 40 feet away. Oh, you actually no, you can use feline agility and double your speed.
Oh, she can move 60.
Yeah, she can move 60 if she uses feline
I
agility.
thought 60 was normal.
No, 30.
Oh, dude. Never mind. I had
Do you wanna do that, Rachel?
Advantage on death.
You get an advantage attack on that, and that would be pretty good.
Yes.
So
Alright,
for throwing
so you
that,
dash.
I had enough.
Well, not really dash, but you lose feline agility. You get that back if you take a turn not moving, which you often do because you're an archer. So you throw your bow like on the ground, or I guess you hold it with one hand. Do you have a one-handed weapon?
I mean, I have a staff and my longbow.
Okay, so you'd use your staff and just like boom, stab it, like boom, try to stab it like through it. Okay, roll to see if you hit with advantage.
18.
And advantage, get it now 20,
15.
18, and 15 hits. So just roll your damage for the one.
Forgot I had danger
Can't hold
sense
things.
when I threw my trident.
What does that do again?
Advantage on dexterity.
See, I had it and then I.
Wait, what? On all of it? No, that's on saving
Zerrack
throws.
save.
I can't
So-
count.
Yeah, didn't matter anyway. That's fine. It's okay.
2 damage.
2 damage.
Dose.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So you kind of just like hit on it, and it just like hits into it. Just it is Zeph's turn. You can move a little bit more if you wanted to.
You're up in the tree, right?
You have like
No, I
15
jumped
feet.
up in the
if you
tree.
want.
Did I not?
No, you're still in the tree.
Oh no, it's still in the tree. Can I jump off the tree, like, onto the spider and, like, stab it?
Sure. Roll an acrobatics check.
Why not?
No, it's just that your character always does it.
Because
They always gotta jump onto the spider.
She's a mercenary. She's got some tricks
Ride
up
the
her sleeve.
spider.
11.
I'm one.
It's not moving, so I'd say okay. It would be a 10 DC, so you're good.
Alright.
You jump and roll to see if you hit. What sort
What is
of
my...
With-
I'm
is she-
using my...
Ride the spider.
Not the hair dagger, that one. Which I don't remember what's so special about it. It's the one that Geralt gave me.
it doesn't do anything unless you're near Carol.
Wait, no, that's the hair
I do,
Your
I'm not
second.
using that one.
but not
Yeah,
as a new thing.
that is your hair one right now. You switched them out.
I had
You have the
three.
hair one, and then
Two of
you
them
chose
spent
that the
away.
magic item turn into what looks like the hair item.
This is
So you
my
have
third.
two hair ones. One is the twins, and one is your normal one that you crafted.
Okay, normal one is what I'm using.
You're not gonna use the special one? Okay.
Okay, I'll use this one.
No, you don't have to. You can use
Okay.
your normal one.
I don't want to.
It really doesn't have any.
I
Well,
don't wanna
which
involve-
you would normally have his on, right? Okay, so use the magic one because that's the one that you probably have on. Which one is your character wearing? You can't have two hairpins in, just like I am.
No. This one, the special sword isn't a hairpin. That's just a regular sword that I have in my.
Oh, your bad boy one.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, do you want to use that one?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Does she get advantage because it's unconscious? Or
Or on
yeah.
its back.
Oh yeah, advantage.
11. 11 plus 17.
Hit.
Am I watching this?
Yeah, she just like.
Zap. You were close to. Never mind.
10 damage.
You don't roll it 4. It just automatically is 4.
Okay.
So, what is it? 10.
Yes.
Nice.
Zap, why did you jump? You were close to Nendo.
You jump and just.
Oh.
Zap.
Tojigan's turn. No,
I'll go get him.
What?
You're on 1 death save.
What if I get over how long?
Yeah.
I start climbing up the tree to get him. Acrobatics.
Yeah. Roll an acrobatics check.
1. I don't start climbing the tree.
You start climbing and you grab a loose branch. Like you get like pretty far up, and then you grab like a loose branch and it snaps, and
Can I land on the spider?
you fall prone.
Like, on
you're not
top of the spider.
What do these eat?
You fall on your back prone, and you just like look over, and you just like see the black eyes like staring like dead on at you.
What?
What are these
God.
idiots doing?
Can I take my bonus action to stand up again?
Did that dragon throw him in
You're wearing light armor.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
You can use your bonus action to get out.
into the spider's hole?
Okay. Nindle.
Even if I
Death
was
save.
really like
This
that.
is why it's called death saving. Dungeons and death saves. Go ahead. Two.
He's dead.
That was so
No, he's alive. He just has one last
He's
chance.
clinging.
Oh gosh, this is the first.
Lex.
Even if I could have gotten to him, there's nothing I
Alright.
can do.
Yes,
I
but
whip
you
out
got
my-
out of the tree and I would have fallen.
I hit him with my.
Close what I have open. Don't read it.
I hit him with my great axe.
Okay. Roll advantage.
Okay. 18,
Nice.
and then that's 2 plus 3, 5.
5 damage.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't reroll that
You didn't roll for damage?
for the advantage. For the one that actually hit.
Okay. 10,
Oh,
15.
change it. It's a 4.
Still is.
It's 4. No, that's the
missed-
damage. It's 14.
Oh, 14 damage? That's more like. Wait, why'd you reroll damage?
Because I didn't re-roll both for the other thing.
You don't reroll the damage die. If you already rolled it, then it would be. You know.
Well, that's Weston's fault. Weston's fault.
Okay, so 4 damage.
What?
Or 5 damage. Alright. It is that one's turn. Yeah. It gets up.
And attacks it.
It's gonna attack Lex because it just hit him.
Turns around. That's like,
Does
oh, man.
Is it plus 3? I think it's a plus 3. 12 hit doesn't.
No.
Yeah, even if it was the equal. So yeah, it just like bites at you, kind of like bites onto your leg, and you just like kick it. And just,
You weak creature.
it like sees that and it starts like backstepping, and then it turns invisible. It disappears.
No! My son.
There's a dying guy in a tree.
What are you doing? Get the man out of the tree now.
You see running towards you, or like moving towards you, the shifting form starting to like appear more now like human. Like a robe starts to appear.
Can I do a reaction shoot at
Let me
him?
speak. as this man starts approaching towards you. What are you saying?
Get him out of the tree right now. He needs to be stabilized.
You can take your turn.
I have no idea what to do.
What do you think you want to do?
Man, I do want to cut him out of that tree really badly. But I can't at the moment because this man is currently dying. I just need to be able to touch him, so I'm gonna try to climb up that tree.
You're pretty far away.
Yeah, it's pretty far away.
Yeah, I'm.
We can move him up to about where Hojigan is.
I'm gonna go
Stop.
to Hojigan, and I'm going to.
Can I draw my bow at him? Because like it's a stranger running at me.
He would like look at you like with the bow.
If you
well,
shoot
actually,
me-
no. You fell on the ground, and you're just getting up as he's walking towards you. 10 seconds in the round. You're like getting up, and you're like starting to aim your bow at him.
If you shoot me, this man will die. You want that to happen?
And I should trust you. Why exactly?
Because I know how to save you.
I've never met you in my entire life.
End of dialogue.
Just do it!
10 seconds. End of dialogue.
Okay. I'm gonna tell him to get up the tree. I'm going to use
You
one of.
would be close enough to heal him if you want. But you're past you're at your movement once you get that.
Yeah.
Unless you have some kind of movement spell.
I'm going to cast my cantrip guidance to get to so he can be able to climb up that tree faster.
Is it guidance or the other one?
Guidance. It's a cantrip.
Yeah, but one of them is for saving. What is the other ones you have?
Resistance and spare the dying.
Got it. It is guidance, correct. You're gonna cast it on him.
Yes.
If you use resistance, I would allow a saving throw to work.
But I can't. It only works through touch.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. So you cast guidance on him.
Yes.
Okay. You cast guidance on you.
Wait,
You
why
feel
do you-
more empowered to like be successful. What do you say as you touch him?
Please climb the tree. Get your friend so I can save you.
His hand kind of glows in like a whitish, like
Can I
gray
smack
light.
his hand away? It's a
Sure.
stranger trying to touch me in the forest.
You do.
That's
So you just like
really
he says that and you just like. But you do feel like
As I
better.
saw from before, you're a fool.
Okay,
Oh,
you're a stranger coming at me in the forest. What do you
Like this guy.
No. Appearing behind Amala, you just hear like a,
No, she doesn't like the sound.
and as you turn around, jumps at you. 13 hit.
No.
No.
Would a 14 hit?
No.
Good. Okay, because I don't remember if it's a +3 or +4.
Wow.
Bad DM. So yeah, it just jumps at you, and you like with your feline agility, just like you jump out, like dodge out of the way, and it just like misses you. You're like, no. Yes, it misses you. Namala, your turn.
It's my turn. Can I fight this bad boy? And be like, you thought.
With what?
Well, my bow has an advantage now, right?
No, it wouldn't be advantage. Oh, you would have
I cast the thing.
more damage.
Yeah,
If you
yeah,
hit,
that's what I
not
mean.
it, yeah.
Like not.
Since you're so close though, you would be at disadvantage with the bow since you're at 5 feet. If you moved back some, then it would, but you would also be.
I can do that in the same turn, though, right?
You can move
So I
back,
can
yes,
move
but
back and then shoot.
yeah, but it'll be an attack of opportunity of it. It'll get to attack you since you're moving out of its range. Unless you disengage, which will take your whole action. D&D. The game with too many rules. Okay, it attacks. It misses.
Yay!
Same exact roll. Move back a little bit more, just
Hey, Lex.
You just start raging.
go ahead and roll. Yeah.
Yeah, because I forgot I'm wolf boy, so if anybody's right next to me, they get
17.
advantage.
That's insane.
That's with rage, though. Wow, rage.
17
17.
hits. This guy has been hit. So Rachel, you roll your normal damage dice. Since he has been hit, you use your Colossus Slayer, which gives you another D8, and then you use your Hunter's Mark, which gives you another D8. So what is your bow damage?
Dang.
1d8 or
1d8
1d8?
plus 4.
There you go.
She's got them. Not all four.
You roll 3.
3 of them.
3d8.
That one doesn't count. I know, I was just like.
5, 7.
13.
13 damage? Nice. So yeah, you just like shoot into it, and you like have been like studying it, and like you've noticed that, like one of its eyes is like already has like a scratch on it, and you just like shoot it and it just pierces like through its eye, and like the feathers at the end you see as they like get splattered with blood and then disappear inside of its head. Comes at the other side and like greenish orange blood kind of just shoots at the back, but onto its back, and it gives that a loud just as it like stands back like scuttling on its feet. Does that mean it's bloody? Yes. Zeph's turn, unless Namala wants to keep moving. You can keep moving. Okay. Zeph's turn.
I'm going to turn around and attack that spider.
Go ahead. We got a
But-
spider.
I'm going to do my. Can I use my dual wielding? Dual wielding? Can I do that?
You have that.
Yeah. Dual wielding. Yeah.
Yeah, alright, do it. Your AC increases by 1. Not permanently, we'll just remember it. You don't need to cross it out. And go ahead. Jeez.
Alright. Can I have. I'll just roll one after the other.
Sure, I can get you one.
Yeah, so I'm attacking one with my hairpin and the other with my.
Right on. This is the magical hairpin.
Oof, one of them misses tragically.
Let's say that's your hairpin because it looks magical.
9, yeah.
That one hits.
That's, yeah. It's like 18.
Yeah, that hits. So that's with your
My big
angry
boy.
boy.
8 and 12 damage.
To this guy?
Yep.
So you like swing with your hairpin and it like dodges as like it's like kind of just like squirming around and like falling back, and you just come down with the other one like predicting where it would dodge to, and you just like cleave into its head, just it's like splitting its head, and just like the like gore just like starts like flowing through its head, and the other side just like peels off and falls to the ground. It just falls down dead.
Yeah, okay.
Flip it upside down just to show that it's dead.
Dead boy.
Okay, it is, unless you want to keep moving, Hojigan's turn.
Alright, I try yeeting myself back on this tree.
Okay, roll acrobatics with d20 plus a d4.
Plus a
The
D4.
d4 is from your touch.
Without the guidance.
Not 20
Oh,
plus
Without the
that's
guidance
funny.
spell.
You just like throw yourself up there and just like grab onto. You want to pull him down, right?
Yeah.
You grab onto Nindle, and even your like tentacles like shoot out, just like, and you just pull, and with your weight, you just fall down with Nindle intel. Let's see how much damage that does to Nindle. I'm kidding.
I dropped Nindle.
Would you hold Nindle like so that he doesn't get hit?
No, I dropped it.
Alright, you drop Nindle. You said it. Leston, you're gonna take all the damage then, okay?
Okay. No, that's not fine. That's not fine.
4 damage.
Okay.
Keep this.
I rolled
4 damage, you just, and Nindle kind of just like rolls out of your hands.
Alright.
Nindle goes before you.
Yeah. Yes. Alright, come on. You got this. You'll make it. You'll make it.
Come on.
Go ahead and roll.
Just roll.
Oh, this is. Oh my gosh.
11!
11! Oh boy.
Oh, that was 1 over, man.
Oh wait, -1 because I'm kidding. No, but if you do go down again, you start taking negatives like on your rolls. Wait, how did I wrote it somewhere. I'll check it if you go down again.
Oh. Oh, my goodness. Oh.
All right. Kim, can I see your phone again? Did you not delete that thing that I had on there?
You told me to get out of it.
Yeah, I did. It's not your
Yeah,
fault.
you did.
Okay. No, you didn't. Thank you. Okay. Lex, your turn.
Is it like? Oh.
I just won it.
No.
No, I didn't. I run over
You might want
And
to
I-
protect
and
your
I-
friend.
Reactions are a thing. Just remember that.
and I cover Nindle with my body.
Okay.
Like I dive on him like he's a grenade.
There's still. We're still in combat.
I know.
Okay. You jump on top of him, but cover him with your whole body. All right. Just put your. Seeing that as like a free hit, it just moves in. I'm gonna count that as like semi-prone, so he just like and just like bites at you with advantage.
Because he's coming into my, is he?
Wow, the same dice roll. 5 plus 3, no.
Because he's coming into
Away
Not
from
coming
him!
into, going away from.
Get away!
Alright, it like comes in and just like bites at you, and just like kind of like bites your neck and it's like nibbling at you, and you're just like
Get away from my friend.
That was
Alright.
actually smart.
Monster.
Yeah, Vok, your turn.
Fight the Nora. Move out the way. I'm casting Spare the Dying.
Spare the dying. Okay,
Yes.
smart.
Can I react to that? Like I can roll.
He'll have enough room to like touch him.
Okay.
But yeah, you can move. You just like roll off him. Move your character, Chris. You can get up. I
just
like.
laying on the
I can get up.
ground.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that you like went
Okay.
full prone. You were like on top of him. That's why I said semi. All right, you go up to him and you like put your hand on him. Do you say anything?
By Tamora. Save his life.
Okay. He cast that. That is an action, I believe.
Yes, it
so
is.
you cast that. You were at 0 hit points and you do not roll any more death saves. Do you need a pencil?
I think I have a pencil.
Um,
That's okay.
you got one.
I got it.
Okay. Dang. All right. Namala's turn, unless you have anything else.
Can I like low-key just drag him behind Zeph? I can see that she's
That would be your
competent.
action.
Dang it. At least stand in front of him.
Yeah, you can do that. You can stand in front
I'd
of
like to
him.
stand
You
in
have to
front
move
of
your
him.
character.
Try to guard him as best
Yep.
as I can.
Namala.
Angry boy still there?
Angry boy? He's, yeah.
I approach angry boy.
There's enough room between the two that you can fire.
I fire at angry boy.
Like, move, like, you see what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Shoot. You also have this, the staff that you're talking about is your beast.
Beast down. I'm saving my beast.
Alright, so you move over and you shoot at him.
That's
16.
16.
That hits. Here.
Oh, I still have that?
Okay, so you use your bonus action to swap it over. So you don't get a bonus action this turn, but you're swapping, since that guy died, you can use your bonus action to swap it over to a new target. And
Okay.
since this guy is also still damaged, you get that other D8 for Colossus Slayer.
Okay.
So you still roll 3d8. Rangers are cool. Everyone says they suck, they're really good. Go ahead. Yeah. 12. Okay. You go in and you just like through like the trees and through Vox and Lex. You just, I don't think anyone knows his name yet. So you through the Mystery Man and Lex. You just and it just like spears through its other eye,
Whoa.
like in the same spot as the other one.
This one's competent.
You actually saw like a little like mark in its mouth, and it just goes like straight through the back of its head, and you can just see like the metal like poking out of the back of its like meat. Attack on Titan. Go for the thing. It's like spears through the back of his head, and unless you want to do anything else, it's the end of your turn. You can just keep those, honestly. I have so many. Alright, it is Zeph's turn.
Alright, I approach the spider and I do my dual wielding attack again.
Go ahead.
I just jumped again.
So this is the.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
okay,
both of those
so
hit, I believe.
You just like take both of your swords and you just like, what's Kantuku?
Yes.
Like you like put the swords like backwards style because you're edgy, so you like flip them backwards and you like hold them like this, or like this, and you just cut its head and then she like spins and topples.
Good.
Orange and like yellow and like yellowish like blood start like pouring out. And its head just tumbles at your feet, and you're just like standing there in this like cool pose, and you just please die. This one's also dead. Combat is ended. He still hasn't been healed.
He hasn't been healed yet.
I run over with the spider's head.
He's not near him.
I pull out the half of my raccoon that's still like uneaten yet.
This is what I've been doing.
I
It's
tried putting the
something.
spider head on top of Nindo.
How do you say it?
On Nindo's head.
It's
It's
like
a helmet.
smashing on his head.
It's Ethan.
Piffs runs over to your body. He like teleports back in, and he's just like,
Why,
Don't
how do you deal with people so incompetent? Now I have to heal this one before all of you get killed.
teleporting onto your shoulder. There's a squirrel that starts like biting your ear a little bit, or like nibbling on it. It's like kind of like pulling you towards, like it's on your left shoulder, and it's like pulling you towards Nindo.
That's Piff.
I'm going to turn my face into a squirrel.
I think you can only turn into humanoid shapes.
Only humanoids?
Pretty sure.
Okay. Just this.
I'm gonna turn my face into a squirrel.
It's like pulling you over, and then like as it like you get close, it teleports on top of Nindo. Just like. Are you gonna heal him?
Yes, I'm gonna go for
d8
it.
plus, I believe it's wisdom.
Okay. Wisdom plus 3. Plus
7 hit points. It's like what he like puts his hands down. What do you say?
Be healed.
This like white, like gray light starts like enveloping Indul, and you start blinking.
Oh,
Wait, Mora, how you people survive?
Piff gets on like your chest.
Nindo, put this on.
Hold on.
I don't think that was a good
No,
idea.
no. You might not be.
Mental, are you okay?
I'm okay.
Nindle, one second.
Here,
Nindo,
eat
Nindo.
this. You need to eat
I
this.
think that was a very bad
Nindle,
need to eat this.
Nindle, you can't talk. You can't move. You cannot talk.
Nindo,
You're
Poison.
paralyzed.
Nindo,
You need to eat.
Nindo.
What did you do to him?
Blink twice if you can hear us.
What else do you expect?
You killed him.
Yeah, can he blink?
Forcefully. Like,
Blink twice if you can hear us. Okay, you might be having a seizure.
Can you idiots not tell he's paralyzed? He just.
oh, you can
bit by a
talk
spider.
mentally.
Can anyone talk
Just
to
don't
Piff?
move your body, but go
Piff!
like, ah!
Piff!
Choose who you're talking to, and you can
Piff.
openly talk to them since you're a mystic.
Oh, they can talk to each other.
No, mystics. He can talk to anybody through his mind.
Piff! Is he okay, Piff?
I will talk telepathically to this mysterious man.
You are lucky you have people that are competent on us.
Well, what did you say to him? Sorry,
I
he was
saw-
talking to you first.
Yeah, I know.
Thank you, my friend.
You're welcome, but do not wear it down.
Are you talking to him mentally?
Well, they probably can.
Yeah. So he returns the message to you mentally, and you're like,
I don't think that was a good idea to go into the tree.
you're surprised that he's talking to you mentally. You've never met anyone that's done that.
I'm surprised.
I mean, like, you've never heard someone speak like that, right?
I'm surprised.
In your head.
Not necessarily, but it's not a realm of possibility.
Save your physical and mental energy fully. You need
I'm
you
not
need
doing
it.
much right now.
You need rest, and you need an inn. I know a place nearby.
Lax.
Linda, why aren't you saying anything?
Lax.
What if we threw Piff into the tree as well?
What if I threw you into the tree?
Do it!
Yo, I.
No.
I yeet myself into the tree.
Alright,
Roll
alright.
to yeet.
Where are we going?
Alright,
Grab him by the
so,
Can I get that on a D?
Zeph leader, ma'am, I
It's
think
gonna
we
be our
should go
teacher.
back
Yo,
to the
roll
tavern.
Not the leader.
I think we should go back to the tavern.
What are you people doing here anyway?
I think we should go back to the tavern.
We're a group of adventurers who came here because people were talking about the recent hauntings.
I
You
turn,
come to stop the hunting.
I turn to
Yeah.
I turn to him. She's our leader.
I'm not your leader. She's the leader.
Many people have come here. You do not. You think they tried? They all died, one by one.
I just
They didn't try
cut
though.
off
You
the
said they
spider's
did try.
head.
Oh, they did try,
They did try.
and they were far more competent than you are.
Yeah, but they got these guns. Oh yeah,
Several.
several guns.
How do they
Ooh.
have several guns?
Good thing I I got
What are
this
you doing
ache.
here?
Yowza.
Oh. There were people who came with more than 2 arms?
I'm going to ignore him. I'm going to talk to the carpenter.
I started
I'll
fighting
speak
them.
telepathically to that.
I've lived here for the last
Lex.
23.
I'm alright.
Hold on, we're
I
in
was-
conversation now.
God.
I've been here ever since before it was plagued by this curse.
Are you saying that out loud?
Okay.
Do you know who's caused?
Go ahead, go ahead. Go ahead.
Do you know who's causing the curse?
I do not. The spiders are only a byproduct. A symptom, if you think.
We were going to head to the cemetery because we thought that might be where it's all started.
You could try.
Alright. Now you can talk.
Lex. I'm alright.
Gods. Is that you?
He's saying this out loud. He is not.
Gods.
Like,
Who is alright?
like,
Nindle is perfectly fine.
Nindle is fine.
We just wanted you to know that.
I know. I knew that. I don't need any help from you.
Is he okay?
Lex, are you okay?
You can't move. I will move for him. We will move together.
Oh,
Obviously,
Wow.
the
Lex,
no-
who are you talking to?
The gods said Nindle cannot walk.
Yes, we figured that much
Oh,
out.
you scammy goat. Obviously, the gnome is talking to you telepathically.
The gnome? Did you just call him a gnome?
Oh, don't do
Did
that!
you just call him a gnome?
Roll initiative.
I try like holding him back.
He just called him a gnome. He just called Nindle a gnome.
Well, do we really know what Nindle is?
Well, he's not a gnome.
Yeah, you're probably right about that. Can I try picking up Nindle?
How dare you?
You don't
Calling
need to
me
roll.
incompetent, calling him a gnome.
While this is occurring, can I investigate these 2 spider bodies to see if I can find
Let's
some
have
sort of,
something
like,
real
magic?
I also still have the spider head in the other arm.
That's just fine.
You can, since the spiderhead got taken on that one, you can attempt to like search parts of their body. You don't have like pockets. So, like, what do you want to search? Like, what are you trying to get out of it?
I'm just trying to see if there's anything that can lead us back to where they're coming from or why or like.
Not really.
Make it hail.
Can I touch the body just to see if it's fuzzy?
Can I roll
No,
a...
it's fuzzy in some parts of it, but like a lot of it is actually scaly for like armor in a way.
Ah,
Can I roll a
These aren't normal.
survival check
these aren't normal.
What for what?
to try to communicate to them, not be careful not to touch their venom, which is...
You don't need to
No?
just roll a survival check. If your character would know that, then you're just telling them.
But yeah. Yeah, just be careful when you touch the bodies. The venom is still active after they're dead.
Wait, are you for real about that?
Yes.
I put Nindle down for a second.
Ah.
I walk over and I have an empty
That one doesn't
vial.
have its head.
Oh, I'm holding the head still. I take one of the empty vials I have and I put it underneath the tooth to get venom out of it.
Okay, roll a survival check.
Survival?
Yeah. Or a nature check.
4.
In one ear.
Kind of just
out
like.
the other.
Oh, that didn't work. Come here, Nindle.
We need to get him back to the inn and give him rest. It is the only way to clear out the poison in time.
Poison. You know a lot for calling him a gnome.
Have you been living here for years?
Well, I've been living with Nindle for a pretty long time, and I can tell he's not a gnome.
It's been like a month.
The best month of my life.
Yeah, he gets defensive over
He is
Nindle
my
just that
companion,
recently.
but not like that. Lifelong friends.
Alright, can we go back to the inn?
We share a hometown.
Can we just
Do you
forget
really?
about all this experience?
Yes.
You guys heading back to the inn?
Yeah.
Someone moved all the characters. Here, give me the spiders.
Wait, what were... Yeah.
Spider.
Spiders. We're off. See the wizard.
Where's
We made it like 5
Why-
feet from the door.
Yo,
Come back, Dad.
back here.
Hello!
kind of just like sitting having like a wine, and he's just like, oh, sorry, what are you all doing back so early? Thought you were going out for
I
the
put
day.
Nindo's body on the table.
Oh,
Got a little
And she would go
sidetracked.
how did that happen?
He was bit by a spider, and then bit by a spider again. Yeah.
Right.
Hello,
After
Fergie.
he was thrown into a tree.
Sorry. Wait. Oh. Hey. What would the character's name like be of like this form?
Jackson.
Hey Jackson, what's up? How you doing?
Nothing much, just ran into a bunch of idiots.
Yeah. Glad to see you back here. I know the spiders kept you out for a little bit.
Yeah, hunting them down one by one is not very easy.
No, yeah. And that group of them is pretty hard to get.
But we did kill a good lot today, but
Oh, nice. Did you take out the like little like camp out in the woods?
yes, I did. It was very difficult, but I managed to make it by.
Yeah? Did you guys help you out?
No, so
I don't.
the reason he got bit by the spider was because Lex. we had Lex kind of yeet him into a tree.
Did he roll for that? Roll to eat.
Yeah. So,
Okay, you threw him into the active spider nest.
okay, we didn't know that was happening. Okay.
Alright, well, that's pretty stupid. Okay.
If I do say it was Zeph's idea to do this, can I do a
Excuse me?
deception? Can I do a deception check?
He just looks over to Zeph and he's just like, alright,
He's an idiot.
yeah, what?
All right, I'm gonna take him to his room. Thanks.
Okay.
Sleep tight.
Do you know of any way to heal the venom effects like quicker?
Yeah, I totally went in there after the spiders attacked the guys and then went to heal them. Yeah, that's what I did. I'm kidding. No, but actually, I didn't do that. Your monster hunter friend might know something.
Sure.
So as you head up, I guess you would hear him like saying that. You go up into the upper floors and just put Nindle in his bed. Do you look for Geralt's room?
Yeah. Can I call out to him in the hallway? Gerald,
In here?
can you come here?
No.
Nindo's dying.
I'm not off. Leave it inside. What?
Nindo's paralyzed.
What the?
He got
what
bit
the
by
hell
a
did you-
spider.
He opens up the door and he has like glasses on. No, he doesn't have glasses on, but he's like just wearing like a normal like shirt and he just like peeks out and he's just like, what? Actually, yeah, no, he has glasses on. He like pops out and he's just like, what?
You wear what?
What?
You wear that?
Wait, no.
Forget.
What's going on? Just what's going on with Nindle?
Nindo got bit by a spider and he's paralyzed.
Oh. Also, what happened to your voice?
Do you mean that?
Huh?
Yeah, he got bit by a spider and he's paralyzed now.
Oh.
Anything to help that?
Well, I would need like something to make an anti-serum with, like that, like a fang of it, or like a
Here,
little bit
I
of
throw him the spider head.
What? I'm not gonna ask. Leave Nindle in his room. I'll fix it. Is he all right?
He's paralyzed. He can't move.
But like, look at him. Okay. I'm gonna go in here. He's haunted.
Wait.
He goes into his room and he like puts the head down on the table and starts.
Wait,
What?
Harold, look at this real quick. I take Nindo's head and I grab his chin. Hello, Geralt! Thank you for fixing me! Okay, I'm gonna head downstairs.
Would you just because you take over bodies doesn't mean you control other people's unwillingly?
I'm gonna head downstairs. Have you fed Bandit?
I thought Bandit was with you.
I go to my room real quick to see if Bandit's
Bandit's like nowhere in sight.
Well, that's depressing. Guys, Bandit's missing.
Are you guys gonna wait downstairs or what are you gonna do?
I'm going to accompany Nindu to see if there's any way I can help.
Geralt.
I have an herbalism kit.
You can try, but Geralt is a monster. And you wouldn't know that, so go ahead. Alright, so you go up to Nindle and you just like see him resting on his old bed. And what are you gonna try to do?
Greetings. Is there?
In his mind.
My name is Jackson. Is there anything I can do to help? I have plenty of.
Who are you talking to?
The girl.
Yeah, hey, what's up, Jackson?
I have plenty of herbs that can help accelerate the process of taking out the venom.
He like puts like this huge like rucksack and he's just like, me too.
I see. Well, I'll let you be.
Any chance you have something that like the spiders use, like particularly? I know it's a long shot, but any of the spiders like eat certain kinds of like plants? Do you know anything of that?
They don't eat plants. They love flesh,
Right.
primarily.
This is gonna take a little longer then. But thank you, Jax. My name's Gerald.
Nice to meet you.
Alright, see you later. I'll probably be done this in like 5 minutes. It's not too complicated. Nindle will probably be kicking in like 30.
Freddy, could I get a drink? It's been a long day.
Alright, yeah, the wine's fine.
Why?
Alright, he heads into the back, gets another cup, brings it out, and gives it to you.
So.
Or as you hear that, Anna like runs over with lunch.
So what's your name?
She kind of is like blushing when she like gives it to you, and you know it's up, but like these guys all see that. She like rushes over, like hands it to him, and then rushes back.
Thank you, Anna. My name is Jackson, but it is not my real name. I try to hide my identity from most people. But
Wait, what? Your name's not Jackson?
sorry, my friend, but I'm a bit
Yeah, alright. That's
different
true.
from most people on this island. I'm gonna revert back to my form.
Freddy just he gets up and just runs. He just like he bolts. He like jumps over the table and like lands on the other side. And he what's the name of your character?
Va.
No, your
The race?
no, the thing that they call you.
Jackson.
The white ghost.
Yeah. He like jumps over the table and he just like a couple bottles like slam over. He's like, the white ghost, get down! And they're like, kill it! It's evil! And he's like peeking over it, like no one does anything. He's just like, him, that one, kill that guy right there, guy. It's gonna, good.
You knew it.
Why?
You were chummy with him earlier.
I didn't know that. Jackson, what did he do to you? Jackson, are you in there, Jackson?
I am Jackson.
Jackson, are you in there?
Freddy, calm down.
What's wrong with you, Jackson?
Nothing.
How did he get out of my friend? The main power of Christ compelled thee.
I will explain. I will explain.
Your accent has gotten more and more southern.
It changes every 5
I
minutes.
was gonna say, when did Carol turn
So can
southern?
I mimic
This
his
isn't Gerald.
accent?
I know, but earlier you were doing it for Carol.
Yeah, well,
What kind of herbs you got here?
Yeah, okay. I don't know.
Can
what
I
things are good.
mimic his accent now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to go for like a Jersey accent, but I keep jumping out of it.
This guy.
Why should we kill her?
What's wrong with you, Jackson? What are you doing?
I am a forgotten race that was murdered
Forgotten race?
2 decades ago.
Oh shit, the ghost people?
They are not called ghost people.
Oh, you look like a ghost. to
Damn,
me.
if we had a relationship before, so you're Jackson.
I can be whoever I want to be.
I raise my hand. He raises his hand.
What do you mean by that?
Put your hand down.
Okay, I have a question. So I can control bodies because I'm actually a parasite too. If we're going to like be in the open, I'm a parasite. I control bodies. Can you control bodies?
No, I can control how I look.
We're pretty much the same person.
Are you the white ghost? Or the ghost of whatever
Yes, I am the ghost of Gontwen.
Okay. Cause like you were a real ass when I was a kid.
What is the
You
ghost?
bullied me.
Me?
So
Yes, you followed me
caused
around and
this.
you were like, you scared me.
Time out. Yeah.
You bullied him as a kid.
Pretty much. He scared all of us, terrified us to bits.
Why?
Simply because it's the way I look.
Hey, I'm not. No. I'm an elf.
You
You two would be racist to me if
Yeah.
No.
You're
I don't
pretty
have
full of
prejudices.
excuses right now.
What?
I don't have prejudices. I just hate everybody in general.
Alright.
I don't know races, so Again,
These ghost people that you call them are actually called changelings.
Change
Chain links.
Ghost people?
I have chain link
What about
armor.
what about the ghost people?
They were in a village 20 years
I am
ago,
hell.
Yeah.
which men and elves sent a detachment to murder.
Huh? Murder?
So the elves caused his murder.
No.
And the-
Y'all are
and the
terrible
humans.
people.
And
Humans don't
humans.
get all scot
Listen, I didn't get
I ain't
here
a
that
human.
long ago. Alright, like.
My tentacle comes out.
Disgusting.
I mean,
Anyway,
have you looked in the mirror?
Okay,
I can change myself in the mirror whenever I want.
You do over here.
If only.
He changes himself into a mirror.
Into.
while all of this is incredibly exciting, how are we going to, like, how have you been fighting off these, like, weird things have been happening, all these
Easy.
spiders?
Non-direct contact. I fight them indirectly. I don't fight them directly.
He was
They are-
looking at stuff.
They are
earlier.
very dangerous up close.
Remember, he was looking at us.
What are we talking
Yeah,
about?
why are you looking at us?
This is indirectly.
Because I wanted to see whether you would all die or not.
And we didn't.
Well, then no almost did.
I decided
Yeah,
to
that was
step
an
in.
accident.
Perhaps this one is different. I've seen countless squads come in here to kill the spiders, and they all ended up punctured, paralyzed, and eaten alive.
It was more than just spiders. Why am I so?
What else is there besides the spiders?
Oh, many different creatures. There are definitely goblins, hobgoblins, bugbears. I haven't seen them in a while though.
Revenants.
More like ghosts, zombies,
Revenants.
haunted stuff.
Primarily undead.
Yeah. Haunted shit.
And neither do you
Why
know
am I
what the
so?
cause of this is?
I'm gonna stick
Oh,
with it.
I know where the cause is. It's from the graveyard.
We literally asked you that in the middle
Hey.
of the woods.
No, he said we shouldn't go to the
Explain.
graveyard.
I said if it's
Alright, I'm jumping back to this case. I'm afraid
What would help?
there's a certain artifact I need, but I do not know what it is or
What's
where
the
it is.
material?
I've been constantly raiding that graveyard for the last 10 years. And I have never gotten to.
How about we go to the graveyard to try and kill whatever it is this thing is,
Oh, wait.
Die?
and you come with us and help us and save us if one of us dies again.
My spectacle?
No.
And then in return, we will help you look for whatever this item is.
The only way to destroy this entire curse is with that item. It is the only way you can get into the lower levels of the graveyard.
Have you checked Balder's house?
Baldur was a good man. Though he ran like a cow.
So he
Do
might
you know
have
if
an
he
artifact.
has anything left in his house?
I wouldn't know. I didn't dare enter his property.
You're certain
OJ.
the artifact is in the graveyard?
Artifact is not there. I have looked
Even
many
though
times.
it may be morally
It is
wrong.
somewhere on this island. I am certain.
Too much info.
What?
He's giving you too much info that are just not correct.
Oh.
It's fine. Just what I said earlier was what it was supposed to.
Is the artifact here at least?
The artifact is here. There's an
Oh, yeah,
artifact.
Okay.
That's the most I know.
Maybe it's in this Bilbo's guy's house.
Baller?
Baller.
Okay,
Whatever.
so you're
Well, I haven't been plundering in a long time.
You would
I
know the
have-
baller's not the kind of guy.
Yeah.
He doesn't own anything like that.
Oh.
and I haven't
Okay, never
robbed
mind. It's
anything.
not in Baller.
You,
Baller's house.
you don't know that. That was Meta.
She said it's not in Baller.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think that baller has anything like that, guys. But like, I don't think that baller has anything like that in his house. You know.
Alright, so where can we look for this artifact? Woods, down by the docks.
Well,
There's
mean,
nothing
you
really
guys
at
are
the
the
docks
locals.
anymore.
I wouldn't know.
Anymore.
Yeah, I mean, like the whole place is like destroyed, man.
Oh.
I've scoured the entire island.
What? What? By who?
It might be underground. It might be in
All the
some hidden
things.
place.
All the things that came through here.
The spooky
Yeah, spooky things. We believe in. Some raiders stayed and then they got killed.
Raiders.
Yeah, people would stay because they're like, oh, all the rich people leaving, I'm gonna make some money, and then they got murdered.
That's what I want.
Perhaps the raiders might have.
When I died,
The Raiders.
Maybe the
Where's
Raiders
the
have
Raiders
it.
thing?
there's nothing down on the docks. It would have been taken if it was.
As soon as things went down on this island, everything was plundered by the raiders.
Where are the Raiders?
And then the raiders died.
Can we look at their corpses?
You think that the things that killed them left their corpses?
Okay, no.
Hey, what are you doing?
Perhaps they're
Nothing.
outposts.
I am not doing anything.
Alright.
Perhaps they're outposts.
Where is their outpost?
They're still in that. I'm sure we can wander upon them.
There's all kinds of things in this island. You'll find them just walking around.
Okay, have you seen a cat recently?
No?
He's
There are many
orange,
cats here.
black dots. The one that came in with the raccoon.
Oh, yeah.
His name Banner.
He's been hanging up in the attic.
Hang up in the attic. I'll be right back.
You go up and like in the hallway, you see Geralt dragging Nindle in the hallway. And he's like, "You're not paralyzed. Get up. Get." He like slaps you. Nindle, you're not paralyzed.
Oh, sorry.
Nindle, get up.
Geralt.
Yeah. Yo, what's up?
Bandit's in the attic. I'm getting him real quick.
And it's in the attic.
Yeah.
Okay. You're a cat.
I thought it was our cat. but
Oh
why-
yeah,
why
that's what
not?
I've been saying, but everyone's like, I can't.
I'll get mine.
Slams the door.
Wait, I go to his door real quick. I knock.
What?
I just got a question for you.
Yeah.
Okay, does Zeph know that you wear glasses?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, okay. I go up into the attic.
You see like a darting pair, like it's pitch black up there, and you just see like a darting pair of yellow eyes just like staring down your soul.
Bandit, get over here. I pull out some of the manta ray meat. Bandit, you want some fish?
You almost see like a humanoid, like large, like monstrous form, like a like larger, like humanoid, like coming towards you.
Okay, this is not
In like the dark, you see like an extra like shadow of like huge body, and then just like skippering forth this bandit, just like
That sounds alright.
Come on. Come down. I
like
give
you
him-
get terrified, a person just like, oh hey man.
I give him the fish and then
Where'd you get fish?
we had manta ray meat.
Oh right. It's just like
I come downstairs. I found him. He was in the attic.
he stays in the attic while he's eating. And you hear him like after you like walk downstairs, you hear like a little like yeah. Nindle, you're just sitting in the hallway still.
Wait,
You just
right
walk
past
past
him in the
Nindle, he's just
hallway.
like
Nindle,
Yes.
what are you doing? You're still laying down.
A lot has happened.
Yeah, I know. Come on, let's go.
Processing.
Okay.
I pick him up. I got you.
I can walk. It's fine.
I got you.
I can walk.
I pick him up.
I can walk.
just like dragging him from like the like little like his cape.
I put
Oh
him
my
on the
God,
table
he's
and-
okay.
Could you put me down, please?
He's
I
okay.
can walk.
Drags him on the table.
I'm not paralyzed.
It is good to see
No.
that you're okay.
I'll stand. I can walk.
Pip teleports on your shoulder.
Where's
Hello, Pip.
Yeah, just Nindle's with you.
So what do you want us to call you?
My changeling name is Vat.
How?
What you may call me.
Vat.
You may call me V.
V.
I like it.
Let me formally thank
I,
you.
I think I'm gonna prefer Jackson.
You can call me whatever you want, Freddy.
Yeah, alright. Let's go.
You're
Ken.
welcome.
Huh?
I'm
Ken.
glad to have been of service, but
Yeah.
you might want to be careful around your lot.
You might be right.
They tend to take advantage of your small size.
I mean, he didn't say no.
He
That's
consents.
He did consent.
No boy.
It was
I did
consensual.
consent.
It was consensual.
We work here as a team.
I like how
Alright,
this is consensual. He's still on the table.
should we head
He's
out
standing on the
exploring
The
now?
gods were saying things about you.
Before we go,
They
let me
were.
pray to
They said that you were
goddess Tamura
paralyzed.
for good fortune.
I was paralyzed.
Alright, you go in the corner
So
and
talk
do
to you
that.
about me?
Mhm.
Yes,
That's hilarious.
it was amazing. It
Somebody
must
wanna
be
go
really
get-
important.
Is Gerald like out for the day?
I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
Honestly, the gods pale
Zach.
in comparison
Never
to
mind.
what you think of me.
Oh, you are a god to me, Indor.
Kai throw.
Calm down.
No,
I'm
no,
not
no.
a god. Hold it together.
Testosterone. Fear. I need fear.
Thank you for protecting me.
Yes.
Wait. X.
Yes.
Freddy. He's afraid right now.
You do any bad things, Freddy, in your life?
No. I'm like pretty good.
Well, he did almost kill us.
He's innocent.
I did not almost kill. Stop trying to kill me.
Wait a minute.
What?
He did not almost kill us.
I don't.
It was under duress.
I don't need people.
You ate a baby raccoon.
Yeah.
What am I not people because I'm an elf? Is that it?
I'm gonna
Is it-
yell.
like, really? Is that what it is?
Whoa,
Is that what this is? Is that what this is?
Okay.
I'm going to yell from across the room. Please leave Freddy alone. He is my only source of good wine around here.
Yo, if you come to the mainland with us, there's better wine.
If I went to the mainland with you, I'd be despised.
He just like walks off and he like just disappears behind the
He's
counter.
despised.
That's all I have. He kicks out a barrel of just like wine and he's just like, drink this up! That's all I do!
I go, can I go back there?
Of wine.
She kind of like walks down, like rolling her eyes at him. Takes You walk back there and he's like putting on his coat and he's like, I don't know where I'm going, but I'm going. And he like
Can I,
opens-
can I toss him 4 gold?
Hmm?
Can I toss him 4 gold?
Sure.
What? I'm sorry.
Takes and like puts it in his pocket. He's like, takes his coat off and like brings it back up. He's like,
I mean, you can't use the gold anyway. What's he going to buy with it? He's time is deserted.
alright. What are you guys gonna do?
We're waiting for him to stop
Already
praying.
finished praying.
Oh. Then we're heading out to look for this artifact.
Perhaps Mother
How
Tamora
many
will
hit
give us
points
good
do I
fortune
have?
on our
Have you,
How many hit points do you have?
have you heard of
Oh, you
Oh,
would
yeah,
have
'cause he
7.
rested.
Have you heard this story?
This would be a short rest, I'd say, so you can use hit dice if you want.
I can use as many
Oh,
as
we
I
should.
want.
So
Yes, but you don't get them until another long rest.
I'm kind of hurt.
So you should just
can we like?
You're doing a short rest right now.
I should probably use all of them.
You can use your hit dice.
What's the?
So that should be 4d8. You can roll 4. You can roll as many of those as you want, and you gain those hit points.
Where's that barrel of wine?
She rolled it back into the.
Can I have it? I don't want to drink it.
You'd have to ask them.
Can I please have the wine? Wine!
The door opens. She pops her head through.
Something heavy.
She points to a chair.
I take the chair and I start doing press. Testosterone.
I have I still have 2 vials of poison.
She like opens the door again and like sees you doing that. And she's just like giving like a little smile, and then she sees you like look at her and she like closes the door.
She's scared of you.
No, she was smiling at her.
Heck yeah.
No, she looked at you and she was like, and like closed the door. She was blushing earlier.
Yeah, because I was human.
Are you still not human?
I could be I can just turn into an elf.
What were you like right now when she like looked there?
No, I was in my natural form.
Oh, she like looked at you and she's like,
That's possible.
she like closed the door.
It's possible.
She wasn't like freaked out by it, but she was like, whoa.
Yeah, I'm gonna change into an elf to make myself feel a little more comfortable.
Okay.
Alright, let's head out.
399.
Definitely didn't just do
No.
400.
I'm very.
But it would have been
interested.
great if I did.
Is Nindle alright? Is he going to join
Should we
us?
pause? Should we
Massive
cut this?
No,
Should I come?
we're trying to take out as many cuts as possible.
Okay, so if we find a tree with legs, what are we gonna do? Toss Nindle in it.
Don't
No.
touch them. One vibration, and they will all come from that.
Throw Jackson, Vault V, boy. No.
What happens if I were like tree in
You
a
sound like a
forest?
tree.
No, in a forest where there's like a lot of
Voices.
scooters and like just stayed there for a bit.
Yes,
You think they would
they
make
don't-
webs
And there's
on
a lot of what?
scooters?
I'm gonna
Big old
turn.
web in you.
I'm gonna turn into a dragonborn.
And then I untree, and there's just I'm like a mummy cat.
Yeah, look.
So he could just change whenever he wants.
How'd you do
right
that
now.
one?
Kinda,
How'd you do that one?
I mean, there's some rules to it, but it does not affect us. When it affects stuff, then we'll look at it. What? Where are you guys going to again?
Guys, we found
We're
Joe.
just walking around searching for
Nice.
like abandoned
Joash,
places
you're
or
back!
anywhere
Joash.
where this artifact.
Are you gonna leave us here, Joy? You gonna leave
He
us here,
shifted
Joy?
into a dragon.
Alright,
This is
stop.
not. We didn't clap yet, right?
Oh, well, you never stopped.
Joy!
Anyway, you guys are heading off to just like find any area.
Yeah, we're looking for like abandoned places or old like raider like camps or something like that.
Okay, so you guys walk off like the path, but it's been like kind of a long time since anyone's been through here, so everything's overgrown. So you are just like going through like a forest almost, and you guys are just walking for a little bit, just continuing to move, just like walking around. Rachel, is a forest your favorite terrain?
Yeah.
Okay, roll me a nature check with advantage. Or, yeah, a perception check actually with advantage. Sorry. Or nature if you want, whichever's higher.
Perception's higher.
Are you allowed to use an action, a bonus action as an action?
Whoa.
Or do a normal bonus action?
What is the
But I get
You do a bonus
advantage.
action as an action.
Oh, yeah, you
and
do,
do a
yeah.
bonus action.
No.
Ooh,
I don't think so.
it was a
What-
17.
What you're asking?
20 not that.
20 not.
Alright, she rolled a nat 1 and then she rolled a 20 not nat.
Yeah. I didn't.
Wait, on your fail on your advantage? So you rolled
Yeah.
a nat 1 and then a Okay. Yeah, so you're just like walking through and you're pretty much guiding everybody.
Oh, is
You
healing hands cantrip or spell?
Heal Cure Wounds? That is
Giving you
a
a
first level
core,
spell.
Alright, I have to wait till long rest.
Hmm?
I have to wait till long rest to let refreshed, right?
You can use four first level spells, so you have 3 right now.
Oh, okay, I can use it again and again
Always
for 14. Okay.
all of the time.
What'd you say?
I'm teaching them about trees.
Wait, what did you say? What Namala
I'm
say?
giving them a tour of like the trees. I was like, and this is a maple tree. This is.
As soon as she says, "This is a maple tree," she turns into a tree.
I forgot.
Yeah, I know you forgot.
Did that tabaxi?
So she just stops and like roots plant on the ground. She just,
Love how I'm carrying.
and everyone like kind of has to like stop and like not crash into her.
I will walk for you.
She has a ring.
Go last.
No, whenever she says tree.
I will walk for you.
That is very interesting. I cannot do that.
What kind
She
of
turns
tree?
back and she's
Yeah,
just
it's
like, "Whoosh."
interesting. Alright.
What kind of tree is that? Maple what?
It's a maple.
It's a maple what?
Frick you. And then I keep moving.
Are they trying to make a turn to make tree?
You do that. Here, let me get some awesome stuff.
That's very unfortunate. Are you the leader of this group? It seems
No.
that you- No.
She's our leader.
Let me get some other.
I am leading right now.
I'm
Says
one
the
of the
tabaxi
only
that turned
sane
into a
members
tree.
of the group, but I'm not.
What does that mean?
Am I not guiding you through the forest?
This is my
So-
home. I know it better than you.
I grew up in the forest.
I grew up.
I rolled a not nat 20.
I grew up
Let
in
me
Gontwen.
lead you.
I ruled an almost nat 20. All right, so you guys are approaching, and who is just? Are you just the one in front, or is anyone else up there, like working alongside? Or I assume
Apparently
you would've
he's
been?
trying to
I'm in the
like
middle.
You're in the
I'm
middle?
kinda up
Yeah.
there.
square me up.
I'm
They're
not
going
trying to
with
like show
the
much effort.
What?
I'm not trying to show much effort in helping them.
So you're not guiding them like you're saying you are. Okay. Then who's in like the very front? You probably, right?
Yeah, it's Namala, me, and.
So you guys are like walking through like tall grass at this point, and then Amnala, you're just like walking and you just like, and you like fall forward. You hit something with your foot, and then you just like comically like fall forward with like no resistance over it. Clearing the brush, you guys find the remains of like
A tin man.
kind of like metal like parts are just like strewn about on the ground. You just tripped over like the main like torso of it. So all around you is like different parts. You guys can look around the area to try to see what you can find.
Yeah. Would that be investigation or?
Investigation, yeah, since you've already seen it.
Everyone? Or
Everyone that wants to find
11.
pieces.
I can
You
try.
find a right arm.
It's one nat 20.
Huh?
Nat 20.
You find a you find its like lower chassis, like its waist.
17.
17. You found the chest. You were.
Oh, right, I tripped.
15.
You find its left arm.
19.
You find a little like spherical thing with a handle on it, and it looks like it has like threading up at the top.
Wait, do not
A
touch
bug.
it. I'm going to play detect man. Identify.
You have identified.
Yes, you do.
Really? Okay. Wow, that's good stuff. All right, you cast an identify on what?
The item that you just
Him?
explained.
Okay, so you go over and you cast identify on it. It seems to have some form of magical essence trapped inside of it.
There's something
Um,
magical about this.
I have to say what school of magic it is. I don't know the exact school, but I'll just say that it's lightning. Like there is some form of lightning magic inside of it.
It seems to be lightning. Be very careful when you touch this. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but it is magical. It has
The
lightning.
whole thing is metal, and then the handle is made out of like rubber or like some kind of like squishy material, a different kind of material.
If any of you would like to touch it, be my guest.
Should we assemble? Let's assemble. Can we assemble?
So you haven't picked yours up yet.
Picked.
Thing up because he's like.
Yeah.
Alright. So you guys are gonna assemble it first. Alright. So you assemble. You put all the like parts together. They take a little bit. Is anyone like proficient in like Smith's tools, anything like that?
I'm proficient in foraging.
Foraging?
Yeah.
No.
I have. No, I don't have.
Alright, so you guys take like a while to put this together, but like it's like you guys are like looking at all like these pieces, trying to figure out what does what. It takes you guys like 2 hours to put this thing together. You eventually like screw it all together, put on the light bulbs. Everything is like put together, and then you finally combine the top torso with the bottom part, and you like twist it together, and nothing happens. But you look at its like the center of its chest, and there's just nothing there. There's like a circular hole, a long cylindrical hole.
Can I see?
Tool.
Can I see the thing?
Yeah, it's on the ground, and it's just like a kind of like circular
Can
cylinder.
I pick up the squishy part?
Sure, pick it up.
Does anything happen?
No.
Okay. Oh, here goes nothing. Put it in.
And you like push it in.
Is it standing right now with how we
Yeah.
create it? Okay.
You push it in, and nothing happens.
Nothing happened? Oh. How much money do you think we can get?
Try like turning it.
Turn it. Just start twisting it.
And as you like do that, like it flashes like blue, just
Whoa.
and it kind of just like doesn't do anything for a moment, and then the eyes open up and they go blue, and like the rest of the body like shoots like with blue like outlines.
That's cool.
Hello.
Hello,
How are you?
my name is Church. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh wait, he doesn't have a head. My bad.
Oh, there's no head.
Sorry, my bad. Complete. Redo all that. You like do that, nothing happens, and then the whole body like turns on, and it's. Pretend I don't have a head.
We need to find the head.
Is there a head somewhere?
Can I like tap it?
Can we look for?
Like swings, but it like misses because it like can't see.
Can we look for a head? All right, I'm gonna look for the head.
I'm a
He just
follower.
starts, he just starts going.
I'm looking
Can
for
I
the
try
head.
stopping it?
Investigation.
Go ahead.
I want to try to stop
Investigation?
it.
Okay, Wesley, go ahead.
Investigation.
Yeah, you can do a perception check. Because that's more of a
Perception.
wider.
19.
I perceive it.
Nat 20.
Nope.
He has not a head.
Where is he? Ah, here we
How
go.
does he not have a head?
He doesn't have a head hard or
You try stopping it, Weston?
Yeah, I tried like just tackling it.
You tackle it?
Yeah. Just
Um,
try and like stop it.
You
from
are
moving.
not big enough to stop this thing. Roll disadvantage.
13.
I'm just gonna say no. Just because it is literally like large.
No, I'm not like I'm not trying to like bring it to the ground. I'm just trying to like stop it from moving.
You kind of like stop it, like stand in front of it and like push on it, and you like get pushed for a couple feet, and then you start slowing it down, and then it just like not forcefully, just like pushes you to the side, and then just keeps walking.
I breathe ice on the ground in front of it.
Okay, you do that. It's kind of like tall grass again, but like you freeze it enough, and it kind of just like breaks through the tall glass and starts like slipping as it's like walking. But then it stops, and like you hear like something with its feet just like
Oh, that's cool. It adapts.
as it keeps walking, and then once
Why
it
don't we
like
just follow him?
once it like steps in mud
That's what
again.
I'm doing right
He's
now.
probably going towards his head. Alright, I start to follow.
Well, like Iron Giant, I'm gonna
Yeah.
stay in the back. I'm gonna keep following from the back.
I'm gonna walk next to you. You wanna walk next to me?
Yeah, let's walk.
Yo! I got an idea.
This is our home, boy! I'm still a Dragonborn.
Nindo, get on top of it.
On top of the machine?
Yes, get on top of the machine.
I'm not going anywhere you tell me anymore.
Okay, I didn't tell you.
Oh.
Him. Get on top of the machine. Come on. Come on. Just ride it like a horse. Can I climb on
I
top of
almost
it?
died like
What?
3 hours ago.
Can I climb on top of it?
Climb on top of what?
The machine.
You've lost Nindo's trust.
You like climb on top of it, but it just keeps going.
Yeah, I know. That's
Alright,
what
yeah,
I
you
want.
like
I
piggyback
wanna,
on it, and just like it stops for a second, and then just keeps going.
Yes.
It stops. The lights turn like slightly like red, and then go back to blue, and then just keeps walking.
Don't change the lights too bright.
Trying to figure out what.
Lex! Lex! Look at me!
Good on you there.
Now we're at the location. All right, now we're at the location, and yeah, he just keeps moving forward. Yo, he's comes on his back, so he just keeps moving through. Just move everybody up to the entrance of this little doorway.
Upside down machine.
Yeah. Okay. And he like walks up to it and kind of just like stops at the doorway.
I jumped down from it. Is there like a lock or anything? Can I like see if there's a lock or anything?
Yeah, you can check.
Could I roll a history check?
You wouldn't know this place.
12?
Yeah, you go to like lock pick, and then you notice there's no lock, and then you just like pull the door and it like opens up. It walks inside.
Jump back on.
There's like not much time for you. You like do that again, and it like kind of like pushes you as like you try to get on his back. No, there's a door there. And then this one has a lock.
Okay. I'm gonna pick that lock.
Go ahead. Use your locksmith's tools.
Yep.
Uh, No, your lock picking tools. You have those thieves tools, right?
Yeah.
Okay, roll that with I think it's a plus. It's your dex plus your proficiency. So that'll be +5 for you. So roll thieves tools +5.
18.
Yeah, wow. You just like make short work of it. It's very like a crappy lock, and you just like you kind of like put your thing in, and it's just like, you're just like okay. The door's unlocked.
Can I keep the lock?
Hmm? No, it's like built into
it's
the door.
built into the lock. Alright. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Oh no.
Alright. I'll zoom in one more actually. Okay, so you open up into this hallway, and just ahead of you is. We're gonna use these guys. These are not the guards from the town. These are just body like random. Two of these at the end of the hallway. They're both looking at you. well, not now, but they're like looking at each other. You guys like, do you guys all walk in? I mean, you just open the door. Everyone would see this, so you guys do that. The robot picks back up, and it like takes one step. Actually, it doesn't really move, but it just like readies itself in a way.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys look towards the guys who are like yelling. They're just like, "Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Kill it! Kill it! You just smash it!" And then like it like turn around and he's like about to like smash and he like holds it above his head, and it's this round spherical object, all made of metal, and it has two bright bright blue eyes. And it looks over to you all and goes, "Hey, there's my body." And then you guys just see its robot body just pulled forward, red, and it just running like deck at it. Everybody rolls initiative. I don't believe I have a token. Dang it!
I'm last again.
What did you get?
Oh, 2.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, I got a 5. I don't know if you're gonna be
Why
like.
is your initiative -1?
You have -1.
He is a coward. That is for why.
I stay away from direct contact.
Not about it.
You do too.
I turned my face into a
You do
squirrel.
You do
I turned into
too.
a tree.
You're an archer. You stay away from direct
I
contact.
drowned a goat.
Sometimes.
Alright.
I gotta be.
Alright.
Here's the thing with Bobby's dad.
Give me numbers.
13.
2.
No, okay, highest numbers. Anything above a 13. Dang, you guys suck.
Wow. Yeah.
Anything before 10.
9. Before 10? Oh, I have 11.
Oh my god.
Anything before 9. Anything
Oh no,
before.
you.
Anything
Eight.
before.
I'm a 6.
8 to 6. Plus 2.
Oh, okay.
Looks like
Anything
healers.
before 6.
5.
Looks like healers.
You just said before 6.
Healers go last.
Oh, right.
I'm a 2.
I meant after.
I'm 2.
2? 2. Why did I put your cheese like wait, Rachel, what were you? 11? This is a really old one. None of these stats are correct. Okay. Then these guys will also roll horribly.
I will fight them.
What did you get? 2. What did you get?
A 5. It's claptrap.
Hey, that's my Hey.
That's what claptrap says in the second one.
Okay. Zeph, it's your turn first.
I have a 3. On the Xbox One. I
Wow.
won.
I'm too far away to attack at
If you
this
want
point, right?
to like try it out.
I'm too far away to attack at this point, correct?
Yes.
Okay, I'll run as far as I can towards them and then stop.
Downloaded or disc?
Download it.
Alright.
Okay, move your spaces. All the little squares are your spaces.
Okay.
Here, move everybody onto a space, Weston. Just do that for me at the start of this.
I'm gonna be right here right at the door.
Where do you want to be? I guess you're back.
How many spaces can I move?
6.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
I have two spell slots left.
Actually, can you move me one to the right? Back.
Oh, Weston, Church would be like about halfway up the hallway. He wouldn't be, he'd be like running up.
Namala?
Okay. Namala's turn.
Are you going to let her go past?
You should.
Are you going to let her go past?
If it's taking longer than expected, just come over to the window.
Hello.
Oh, you're going to let her go past?
She can. If as long as you're allied, you can go through people's spaces.
Yeah, and then wait, is
Oh,
that?
that's your
I'm-
normal. You want to use?
No, I want to.
A good description of this robot that you guys are fighting with. It's like thinner, but it's like fit looking. Like it looks like it's heavy, but it's like condensed. Like it looks like a really thin, like buff person.
Bender?
Okay. Do you want to use
Like from Futurama?
No, I'm just gonna shoot.
No, Bender's very like gross and fat. This one is like it looks like it has robot muscles, but it's like super thin and has like a very small shape.
23.
Like Iron
To
Maiden?
hit with your bow, hits.
Which one are you shooting? You should put on Hunter's Mark.
Yes.
Okay, that's your second.
You have to go.
I'll be back.
Okay. Okay.
And you put Hunter's Mark on?
Yeah.
All right. You put Hunter's Mark on him with your bonus action. Okay. He's not hurt yet, so you roll 2d8. Well, you hit the first see if you hit. Oh, you did hit 23. Roll 2d8.
Where's your second roll?
7?
Wait, do I add anything?
Plus your normal thing. Things
Yeah,
you add.
11.
11? So you just like shoot it forward. Which guy? The guy holding it? The guy on the right is holding it. The guy on the left is
Right
just
this way or right this way? Like
the
right
right of,
looking at
of
it
the
or-
two of them. So like
But
the
looking
one
at
closest
it?
to me is the right
Okay.
one. He's holding it above his head.
I shoot him.
The guy holding it?
Yeah.
Alright, you like shoot him and he's like ah, and he kind of just like drops the head to like grab to his one. He just boom, and like the body like so it's like running at it. It just like stops and it's just like it holds where its like head would be and then it like resumes like motion. Yeah, the guy. No, like that's just like in the 10-second action, and he like clutches his like chest. The guy that got shot. He's just, and he like pulls at his sword and he's like. Regret that. Alright. It's Big Boy's turn. And he just like stands in front of the two. I really need my phone. Can I have somebody else's phone on Google?
Here you go.
Do you want us to pause?
Nope.
Okay.
Thank you. So he just like runs forth and like before he gets there, just like kind of like you see in his hand just like this like blue like daggerish like shape like form in his hand and he just like throws it forth and it just like sinks into the wall behind him and they're just like you missed and it just explodes with like all these like little like daggers of ice and it just into the back of them. They each take pretty decent amount of damage. The one that was holding his head, it like shoots into his back and just like one like they kind of like shoot through his like face and just like one like sticks out the front and he like coughs out blood just, as he like takes like a step forward to like hold himself. He just and the other one's just like the other one gets hurt but he's just like ah and he pulls one out. Alright. It's
Lex turn.
well, yeah, he's with a bonus action. He's just gonna reach down or with his object interact, and he's gonna pick up the head, and it's just gonna be like, "Hello, body. Thank you for picking me." Oh, okay. He's just like, "Wonderful," and he turns around to you guys and he just gives a thumbs up. Like while his like whole body's like red, then his eyes turn to red, and he just like turns around to the other guys and pulls out like this like mace in his hand, and he like takes off his like actually yeah he doesn't have his mace yet, but he just like turns to them. And you hear like an audible like sound of like stuff in his like body like changing. Okay, it's Lex's turn.
So for 3, this would be 20, and then for 30, this would be 20. That would be 10.
Yeah. So
Like
5.
20. This is 5.
Yeah, 5 feet. 10. 15.
Okay.
If you move diagonally, it's 5 feet for the first time, but if you move diagonally again, it's 10. So if you move diagonally twice, it's 15.
Okay. So I take out my trident. I aim it at the right guy, and I say,
Hey, heads up.
The guy who's like bloodied, or the guy who's
the guy's bloody.
Okay, so it's the guy on your left. You throw it, and what do you say?
Heads up. 20, not net.
He's like, what do you mean? He's like still like his eyes like closed from like the blood, and he like opens his other eye. How much damage?
6.
It's just like the two like spear in his like eye, and like the other one just like spear slick through his head and just plants him in the back of the wall.
Nice roll, Dragonborn.
And his like whole body goes limp, but his head's like held up by it.
That was a good one.
I had a feeling.
That was a good one.
I'm sure he felt lots of fear.
You don't know his whole fear thing, do you?
I listened.
No,
And
we
then-
were praying when me and him were talking about fear.
Doesn't mean I don't so much.
Coming
You're
forth
right.
from the walls, this door opens, this guy pops up. This door opens, this guy pops up. And this door, this guy.
So this guy's dead.
This guy.
That guy's dead.
Oh.
Do I
Okay.
see him behind me?
It's these guys' turn. I'll say the two guys in the back are a group.
Oh wait.
Yeah, you hear the door. Two guys in the
Can I
back.
rage yet?
Is that a bonus action?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could rage.
I rage.
So just-
Like I'm like maniacally cackling at my own joke.
That's how you rage. Just
Well, at that point, because I made a joke.
got it.
Oh, this is fun.
That's funny. All right, that one attacks Namala, and then the other one's gonna run forth.
Does she have
Actually, run around and
advantage?
attack. It's gonna attack Mendel. Is the closest. Huh?
Does she have advantage with my wolf thing? Like when I'm raging, if they're within 5 feet of me,
What do they get again?
they get advantage on melee attack rolls against any creature that's hostile to me.
Right. She would if she attacked it, but it would have to be melee attack.
Okay.
Alright, it's going to attack Namala. This is a female, and she just like runs up and like tries to like slice your throat, but you like hear like the door open and you like dodge at it. She's really cool, and it's like holds her like sword towards you. This other one steps out and just like as soon as he opens the door, swings down on Nindle. Ooh, 15 hit.
My armor class is 15.
So yeah, it hits. I think.
Without player advantage.
Well, player advantage is actually not a thing.
Oh, okay. So
It's not really a rule. I can't remember if armor class C, if it has to exceed or if it has to equal it. Someone search up that rule. We're gonna say that it misses for now. I'm trying to think which is it.
What roll?
If it hits on the exact of a armor class.
And it doesn't. It
Okay,
doesn't hit
that's
that.
right. Then what was it?
Has to
Someone
be-
search up the rule, but still.
Has to be both.
We're gonna say it doesn't. Okay. It's Nindle's turn.
Okay. I'm not feeling great right now, so I'm going to say I'm not in the mood for any of this. And I'm going to use bestial claws, grow some claws out of my hands, and jump and just start tearing this guy to shreds. And I'm going to use 2 side
I
points.
turn
2
over
side
my
points
shoulder.
on this, which would equal, if it's okay with you, because this is a little bit interesting. That would be 2d10.
How many side points do you get per day?
17.
2d10 for like one tenth of your resources? I don't know. I'd say 1d10 is even like good. Alright, 1d10.
1d10. Alright.
Let's do 1d12,
1d12.
since you'll never use that dice again.
I'll take that. 11.
Wow. Plus anything?
Plus, I don't think fair for the sound.
How much was it? 11?
11.
I turn over my shoulder. I'm looking. I'm like, oh.
Jump. Right into his abdomen.
So you just, yeah, you just kind of just like, or just like, and he's just like, so he like swings and just like misses you, and you just dodge back and just, he's just like, ah!
And then
Screaming
I
from
would
that.
like to use my bonus action to use Mystical Recovery, which gives me back points equal to the side points I spent. So I get 2.
2 hit points. Do you get to use that every time
Um,
as a bonus action? Mystic Exorcist.
I can just use this as a bonus action. But that's only when I use this discipline.
Yeah. Okay.
And I can only use it when I use an action discipline because it's a bonus
Right.
action.
Okay, that's fine. Mystic Exorcist. I should never have signed off. But I did, so this is where we're at.
It's only 2 points.
Alright, so these two up here are gonna attack. One's gonna attack this thing. At 20. Not like they have really good weapons. But it does roll really well. It's 12 damage.
So you just go ding right into him.
Oh wait, oh well, it's an actual. How much damage did I say?
Well,
Thank you. He just like slings it down. The sword damage just like cuts into his like metal. It just like, and like a couple like sparks shoot out, like red sparks from like that like LED. The other one is going to run out and attack Lex. I believe that hits.
What?
18.
18.
This guy has like a, he just has like a warhammer. Trying to use different weapons for each character.
Wait,
Armor class than you.
I have resistance to stuff though, so
Yeah, you take half damage.
half damage. Awesome.
7 plus 3, 10. You take 5 damage. So he just like clubs down on you, onto your arms. And you just like shrug it off like you're laughing. And he's just like looks at you. Alright, who'd you got?
I shoot my bow at the one who's attacking Malice. 18 plus 6, 24.
I had a mental breakout. 20. What did you have?
24.
24 hits.
24.
I have a mental shot.
7 damage. So right into her back.
Okay. Seven damage. Okay. It's Vok's turn.
Alright. So I'm gonna summon my my warhammer.
What?
Is summoning my warhammer like getting a
You like have this staff and then just No.
no?
You just like he has like a staff and he just like flips it in his hand and it's just like and then like becomes like a lot longer at the top and it's like a warhammer. But it looked like a walking cane.
And I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead
Okay. On
this one.
Okay. What does he roll? Con save?
Hmm?
Is it a con save?
I think it's a wisdom.
Doesn't matter. That failed.
All right. I think that is a
1d10.
1d10.
Mm-hmm.
He's already hurt. 1d12.
1d12, yeah, because he's hurt.
All right.
1d12.
Necrotic damage. 11.
This was the one that attacked.
He hears the tolling of bells.
It hasn't passed your turn yet. It hasn't come back to you yet.
Oh, it hasn't really?
It just
It's
now.
just
is.
about to be your turn.
He hears the tolling of bells in his ear, and he's wondering, like,
Holy crap.
He like a bunch of like sounds just like resonate through his head, and he's just like. You just see as his like guys. You just see as his like veins in his head just like start like swelling, and his head just pops, and like blood splatters on the walls,
Well,
and he just
good.
falls.
He's dead.
Yeah. Wow. I gave the nat fail at +1 to damage that it actually did. But yeah. Zeph's turn.
effort.
No, do you finish?
That's my,
Okay.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
I'm gonna assume that metal guy is gonna take care of that guy. So
Well, he just got hit by it. but big time violence guy.
Oh, okay. I'll run up to attack the guy next to the metal giant. Did you spear the one
He's
right next
dead.
to you?
He's
Yeah.
dead. That's
No,
the
the
guy
other one.
speared.
The one down, the
That's
only
the one
ones that are
speared
dead are on
I'm
the
dead.
ground.
Yeah, the other one. I'm gonna attack the other one.
Yeah.
And I'm still dual wielding. These guys are just people, right? They're just humans.
Mm-hmm. Remember, you also don't add your modifiers to the second attack. Unless you took the dual wielding fighting style, which I don't think you
I
can
don't
as your.
think I did.
Yeah, no. So you,
So what do I do?
when you roll for your whichever sword is in your second hand, you do not add your attack bonus.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Or you don't. You either don't add your proficiency or you don't add your bow.
Okay.
I think you just add base strength. So you do -2 for whatever it is. So like 4.
Sorry, I'm trying to. What number is that guy?
1d4.
Um,
Good.
Oh, yes, it does. I'll just attack it dual wielding.
Yeah.
Okay, so my.
Choose your first one wisely. That's the one that you get to use the max amount.
Okay. Max amount. I'll use my special on the sword, not the hammer.
Oh yeah.
Because it has a bigger modifier. So I'm plus 6,
That's a miss.
13.
Nice.
Not with the modifier.
Yeah, that +3.
14.
14. Even with its magical +1, because that's your rage one, the Mad Boy.
Yes.
Yeah, that still misses.
Wait, no, that's not mine. Is the Mad Boy the hair clip, or is that
Mad Boy's the big one, the one's not there.
Oh, no, that's not mine. That was
Regardless, even the magical damage.
It doesn't hit.
No matter
Wow.
what. Alright, what is?
Okay then.
Nothing. Cam misses twice.
Dang.
Well, you like swing at this guy and he just like. He dodges like twice. And he just like looks at you and he like pulls out this like large like sword.
Oh dear.
Like he like pulls it out of this robot. It's like, no one had done that. I'm honest.
This bit that attacked me is still behind me.
Mm-hmm.
You have advantage too. If you use
Yeah.
it.
Hmm?
If I what?
Use advantage.
Yeah, she has
On
advantage.
this one.
On any that are in 5 feet of Landon.
Oh, any of them are in 5 feet.
Anyone that's attacking me, as long as you're within 5 feet.
What is the, read it for me again?
While you're raging, your friends have advantage on melee attack rolls against any creature within 5 feet.
So you could not attack
I thought
them
that they
behind
had
you.
to be within 5
No,
feet of
yeah.
me. So all my friends get it all the time.
No. Rachel can only attack that guy in front of you and get advantage on it. She cannot attack the person behind her and get advantage on it because they're 10 feet from you.
Okay.
So she can go up to a person next to you and attack them and do extra damage. What do you want to
And I
do?
still have the thingy from when I cast my spell.
Mm-hmm. Who did you put it on?
I put it on that one.
I think she did, yeah.
Yeah.
It's there,
'Cause it
yeah.
was the first
So then
time
you
I
can use your
did
bonus
something.
action to swap over.
Oh, right.
So you swap it over to this guy, and then what are you gonna do?
She's gonna kill me. Oh, that's true. Yeah, I'm gonna do this.
Okay. Are you attacking with your longbow? Okay. I'm trying to think if that would be a disadvantage, since you're not within you're not past your normal range.
She wouldn't get my advantage.
Huh?
She wouldn't get my advantage because it's not melee.
Yeah, that as well. Let me see your character sheet. Melee means you're hitting them with a weapon.
Oh, I can hit him with my staff.
You can do that, yeah. But you'd have to get within 5 feet of it, which means you have to take an opportunity attack from the person behind you. Let me see your character sheet.
And wouldn't she have to use something to
Alright,
switch?
doesn't say the range. I'll search up range later.
To switch?
Huh?
To switch to her staff?
Since they're both one-handed, I'm allowing it. She could hold the bow with one hand and just boom, and put it in. Actually, it does take a bonus action to put away
Brandon,
one.
I do have the modifying to the second attack.
Oh, you do have the fighting style. Okay, cool. Never mind. I didn't know you had it. I asked you if you did. You're like, no, I don't.
Should've been a little.
What are you doing, Rachel?
Probably just better to use my bow, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do that.
Alright, shoot the guy.
Yeah.
Shoot him. I don't know if this is actually proper rule, but who cares? Go ahead.
Take the shoes.
Roll 2d extra.
Take the sheets.
Oh, wait, what?
So I
Did
can
you hit?
be more comfortable.
18, wait, well, plus 6, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, roll 3d8. You probably got it. Oh wait, no, this guy's been hit. Go ahead, 3d8. Oh, actually no, 2d8. He hasn't been hit, my bad.
8 plus 4. Oh well. Aggressive.
Oh wait. This guy has been shot before. Roll one more d8, my bad. Don't you.
Plus 6. 18.
See, you just like, and it just like goes through his like throat and just like pierces on the back and like splatters onto like the arrow, and he just like
I am.
falls down to his knees and just like falls forward and like lands on the arrow, and it just
Oh.
spears like back up through his neck. I love how you're not grossed out by this,
I
so
don't
long
know
as
what
it's you
happened.
doing it.
No, it's not even that. I just don't know what happened. Like, it doesn't bother me right now. Like,
Dead
this whole
boy?
game.
He's dead boy. Yeah.
Dead boy.
You can put him down. The one in front of you landed. It's your boy.
He's going to church.
Take me to church.
That song's really good.
No, he'll kill you.
That's what I was
It's busy.
Me.
I apologize.
guys.
As a dragon.
I just realized I have all of his spell cards in the back of this pamphlet.
I just pulled
I
that
could have just been looking at them instead of.
Head stuff
The
going.
more you know, you know.
We're all aiming for the head. We're taking the Thanos route.
I had
Alright.
such a good joke.
Should have gone.
He'll just. Oh. So he's at the guy in front of him.
Heads up.
It looks like really delicious.
6 plus 5 plus 2
13.
plus 7.
Something's
Plus 5 plus 2.
He got a nat 20, and he just like, you see in his hands just like complete like embering fire. It's just like, and then you see like him like kind of like shoot like electricity through his body, and it just makes it like way bigger, and he just throws it into this guy, and it just engulfs him in flames. That was 20 damage.
Dead.
No, it just like slams into him, and he just like is caught on fire. He's like ripping off clothing, like cursing up a storm. This guy just like, damn you! I'll kill all of you! Just like ripping stuff off. Just,
So tear off all your skin.
So hot. I'm gonna tear my skin off. I regret existing.
all right, it's Lex's turn. He like shoots that fire, and like you see like the redness in his eyes, and then he looks to you, Zeph. He like looks over to you, just like he just like burnt this guy like alive, and he just looks over to you and he goes, "Oh, I'm sorry. Would you like me to put you out?" Switches back to like death mode and just like pushes the guy over, and he just like goes like full.
I like this guy.
Is he going into this room?
Yeah, he
Wait, I was on fire?
No, he would. The guy who set up fire.
Go right there.
Yep.
And then I attack him with my great axe.
Okay. What are you rolling again?
Advantage for rage.
Rage is not that. Rage, you get advantage on strength saving throws. You need a reckless attack to get a advantage on your roll, which means that they get advantage on you as well.
Can I do that?
You have reckless attack? I
Yeah.
think you do. Yeah, you can do that. Go ahead. You roll advantage?
Yeah.
Yep. What did you roll?
I got it. 14?
14 does not hit. Alright. It's his turn. He's attacking you, and he gets advantage because you were like 7 misses. 19 plus 3 doesn't. Did I say what weapon he had? Okay.
Wait, does he still have advantage on me? Because he's like. Wouldn't that just
Flanking is an
cancel?
optional rule.
Um,
And if you guys are creative about it, I'll allow it. But if you just stand around a guy, no, because you have like 6 people. So yeah, he hits you for 7 damage. He just cuts through your chest. Oh, 7 damage half, so 4 damage. 4 ranked up because you guys were literally kicking your ass. He just like cuts through you, and your wound just like scratches, and you're just like. He's just, He like turns around to like look at the room, and he's just like.
I'm still laughing.
Mandal's turn.
Okay.
Take this.
Listen, why is that
You
guy
just
dead?
witnessed a man's head pop.
He's because he pushed him into his room.
He not knocked over. He just like pushed.
You just noticed the man that you just cut in front of you, his head popped.
I would like to definitely take. I would like to use bestial transformation. That's a couple of side points.
What are you doing?
There are about to be
It's
several
called
people
Tough
watching this
Eyes.
scene.
That's the AC increase one.
AC increase. Yes.
How much AC do you get?
2
Okay.
plus 2.
How much side points is that?
2.
If we double how much your side points use, I think that it would be more balanced. Like 4 for 2 AC. Because 2 for 2 is really like that's a whole shield. That's a whole weapon going on. So I think if we double the amount that it uses, we can use whatever stats it is. So that would be 4, okay?
That would be 4.
4 side points used. And if you were to use those claw things again, it would be 2d10, but it would be 4 AC. I mean 4 side points. And that still leaves you with a lot of like attacks. And that's still pretty good.
Okay, so I'll take that and then turn myself into leathery wood looking person. Little leathery wood.
Yeah. His green skin turns like barky
And
and
I'll run up
dragonborn skin.
my legs and I will.
Heads up.
I want to take my light hammer and I want to hit it right into behind his knee. Right
Behind
Okay.
his kneecaps.
Right behind his knee.
Go ahead.
Yes.
My one-
Linda.
1d4. My tiny hand. 3.
Got it.
Nasty.
Yeah, that's 3 damage.
Does it make him collapse?
No.
No. 'Cause he just hit him behind the knee.
It's just like
For
one of those
like
things.
1 plus 2 damage. Just and the guy's just like ah. And he turns to you and he's just like looking at like Lex and he's just like and then Nindle was just like
Wait, because he's next to Lex, wouldn't he have gotten an advantage for that though?
yes. Roll to see if you get a nat 20.
Okay.
Ooh.
15.
Wait, you have your own dice.
Plus. Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, that wouldn't do anything.
19.
Alright.
Advantage.
It's the leader guy's turn. And he's gonna like take his sword and just throw it at Zap.
Okay, don't hit Mr. Lightning guy, hit the girl with Mr. Face.
Well, he's in this hallway.
He just like throws it because he can't see the guy. He just throws it at you and you just like dodge it because it was like weak throwing. Just, like, and he closes the door. Give me his token. It's the end of his turn.
I try to shoot him in the back blow with the bow. With my long bow. 16.
Oh, no. I just. Sorry, 16 hits. Dang, y'all are just ganging up on this guy.
It's actually a girl, you said?
No, girl's dead. Her head exploded.
No, this was the girl.
Oh, you're right. That is a girl. Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought Namal was on the other side. That is a girl. She's just like.
6 damage.
No.
This is a massacre now.
Kind of just like
Just 2 arrows in her back.
sits on like the back of her like shoulder. She's like.
She's a
Okay. Thought.
I might just finish her off. Yeah, totally dead.
Alright.
You're gonna cast that again? Is it a cantrip or a spell?
Mhm,
Oh,
cantrip.
okay.
What does she have to beat?
I have to roll for that? Or?
It should be on your spell page. Next one. Up at the very top. Nope, next one. On the very top.
Okay,
Like
spell
that.
save DC 13.
She fails. Roll 2d12, 1d12 damage.
D12. 5.
Oh. So again, her like head just like blood vessels start like popping. Like the one like pops open. Like blood starts like streaming down her like
No,
face, like covering her eye.
That one did.
That one guy?
Can you lock the door?
Kick it right.
I'm gonna get snapped.
You can check.
Can I check and then still have an action? Like,
Yeah, because it's only 5 feet.
That's an object interaction. Yeah, you get one of those. So you
alright,
can
yeah.
just like
I'm
jiggle
gonna
the
see
door
if
down.
it's locked.
It like opens inward.
Okay. Can I? Oh.
Do you kick it in? Can she kick it in? Kind of like
Yeah.
stop, like
Can
FBI
I
open
kick
up.
it in and
You
then
test it and then you just
be ready to attack him?
sure. So you like ready to attack like
Yep.
as he's in the doorway? Are you readying an attack or are you just attacking? if you
Ready
see
an
him?
attack.
Okay.
Wait.
Ready and attack means
What's the difference?
ready and attack means you're not attacking this turn, but if a certain action is like done, so like if he's right in front of you, you attack him.
Oh, yes,
or if he
that's
runs
what I wanna
towards
do.
you, then you attack him.
Yes, that's what I want.
Okay.
I thought that's what the readying was.
You kick the door open and you see him by his desk. And he has like a piece of paper in his hand and he just like holds it towards his like burning cloak and he just engulfs it in flame and it's like starting to like just burn up this like letter.
I sprint forward and try to grab paper
You ready?
clip. Oh, that's right, I did.
That's why I was
Attack.
warning you against it. 'Cause
What?
You have to like fit a set circumstances. He would have to approach you for you to be able to attack him. I'll let you go back, but like
Oh.
that's what a ready attack means. It's like yeah,
No, but I
would-
said I wanted. Wait, I'm so
He has to be right
confused.
next to you. Like you said that if I open the door and he's right there, I attack him.
Oh.
That's why you
okay.
don't ready an attack unless someone's like out of range. So like you stand behind
So
the
what
door.
was the other thing you were describing to me?
You like
Just
a
open
ready
the
to
door.
attack. What you want to do is just open the door and then choose your action afterwards.
Okay, sorry.
You ready in action if you're like, I don't want to move in there, I want to stand outside this door, and ready in action for if he opens the door, then I
Okay.
attack. That's what a
Gotcha.
ready in action. Okay. So you're just gonna run forward and do what? It's like good burning at this point.
Alright, can I hit him with one of my swords or push him away and just try and grab the paper? Like, I'll try and
So you're
grab the
attacking
part
him?
that isn't ripped yet.
Mm-hmm. So you can attack with your bonus action, then with the action, try to grab it from his hand. Sure.
Which one first?
Your bonus action attack. So that would be with your the one you normally roll a second.
Which one?
Well, it actually doesn't matter. Just choose one. It doesn't matter. Hit.
Yeah. 11 damage.
You slam into his chest and just like, or like, you cut into his arm actually, I'd say, and you just like, it like cuts, blood like spurts out of it. I'd say you cut off his arm, and just like falls down, and like the letter starts like floating, and you reach for it, grab it.
Yeah. Alright, can I put out the flame and then like shove it somewhere?
You put out the flame on your body, you take 4 damage.
Alright.
Okay, it's Namala's turn.
It's the
It's not even Halloween yet.
That just came to my head. I turn around because.
Remember those thick horses that showed up at Christmas last year?
Yes,
Faithful.
They were thick.
they were dummy. Anyway.
I mean, at our commune.
What are you gonna do, Mom?
You didn't.
Nice trade.
You're right. You live in a commune.
Anyway.
Monastery. Monks play.
We you're in the mountains. What are you doing?
I'm like point blank, right?
They're bloody, just
There are no weapons in the rest.
So like I take out my staff. As
Just they don't-
boom. Roll with advantage.
what kind of dice is that?
D20.
Oh wait, I'm not there yet. I am literally like pregnant right
Ahead
now.
of yourself.
2.
Advantage.
Roll again, advantage,
Oh,
because
right,
you're near
right,
landing.
right. 10
She got it with 1.
plus 2. That's 12.
Miss. This girl's just like bleeding like out of like every pore of her body, and you're just like, yeah, yeah.
That's alright.
He steps just in the doorway, and he just lets it loose again. This
Is
big
it,
fire.
is it a cone or is it
It's a
direct?
ball.
Okay. Is Zeph in the way right now, or is she?
I don't believe so, but it doesn't even hit. It just like shoots forward and kind of like hits the chair that's like in front of it, like blasting it to pieces. Lex's turn.
Can I tackle her through the door?
Sure.
I didn't do that. What do I gotta roll
Wait,
for
why
that?
are you gonna do that?
Strength.
Yeah, athletics, and then
This girl is suffering.
He's gonna body her, man.
yeah, you don't need to. That one.
No.
Do you want to kill her with it?
Yeah.
All right. So you just like. All right. You like tackle her, like grab her at the waist. You push her through the door. You like lift her up, and then you just like throw her on the
Taste the
ground.
bomb.
You throw her on the ground, just her back, just like it's an audible crack, just actually like hits the ground. Only doing 1 damage, and you're not satisfied. You go in with your knee like outstretched in front of you, and you just take it into her chin and just snapping it back. Like you can see her like, like her like spine just like pop through her neck, just fatality.
Heads up.
Oh God, you did that to a girl.
Oh, that's so bad.
All right.
What
Wait,
happened?
all we hear is all these like noises
what's
and
the
stuff, and then heads up.
Limbo.
Wow.
I can just see him just carrying her in there. Like,
Huh? Yeah, it's okay.
Are there still people alive?
You can check on that body.
The body next to me?
You just like peek in and you just see like Lex with like blood splattered across his like knee and just like a girl's head just like backwards.
Okay.
Or he's maniacally laughing.
I'm gonna go from here.
Where you go?
Should I check the other body?
Checking for a pulse. The one that's head exploded.
Hold on, let me check for a pulse. It might be alive.
I'm going to check if I can touch the stump.
What
Okay,
about
poking
checking?
your
You want to
finger.
check his history?
Don't tell him to.
What?
Don't tell him to.
I'm just going to touch the stump.
Alright, you're just touching the stump. Alright, it's this guy's turn. He like with his like bloody like cut off arm. He just like goes in to embrace you. He like grabs you with his other arms.
Hug it out.
And you both take 5 fire damage.
Oh, right, because
He just like grabs you and just like
he's still on fire.
and he just like falls down to the ground, just like a blackened like crisp corpse. Just
Chris.
crisp.
Chris.
He just falls to the ground.
Can you knock him over?
Chris.
Yes.
Thanks.
My last name is Burnson.
Don't speak.
Crispy.
Don't speak.
Okay. Alright. Well, that combat ends.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm just moving this up, don't touch me.
That was very good.
Alright, can I take out the piece of paper and try and read whatever it says?
You can take it out and the whole top is gone, but the bottom still remains. And it reads, yeah, we found his body, we took his head. Like something like it's like all burned up, but it's found his head. Then we took it here and we
Brought it.
and it has nothing of worth in it. We think we're gonna go back to the estate tomorrow.
It's not signed.
And then it's just like signed with the dude's name. It's like Jeffrey. With like a little
Okay.
smiley face and like a dagger, like kind of like like a little like, weird thing. Yeah.
Dad? And
No, it's fine.
oh.
Hey,
Alright, can I
Lex?
kind of look around in the room and like see if there's anything of use in this room?
Yeah, sure. But as combat ends, I think we're gonna take a break.
Oh, okay. Break time?
Yeah. All right.
We're not?
How long?
Okay. So you guys' combat has ended. Your new friend has switched from red to blue. Just
Lex, are my arrows
Hello.
inside her?
Hi.
why are you all staring at me?
Can you get a map, please?
Hi, friend. What is your name, friend?
Namala.
My name is Church.
None of us are
Nice to
standing-
meet you,
None
Nama.
of us are standing near each other. It's just you.
I'm shouting.
He'll kind of he'll move to like the center of the group.
Weston, can you move, please?
Why is he laughing? Nothing funny has occurred in the past 5 minutes.
He likes killing.
Ha 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 ha. Me too.
He gets it.
I do not get it. What should I be getting?
Yeah.
Ha ha ha.
Heads up.
Anyways,
Yes,
What are you?
I am Church.
Yes, but robot.
I am a warforged.
That's awesome.
Warforged.
I know
I'm
exactly
proficient
I know
in
exactly what
forging.
those are.
I'm sorry?
What is it?
Well, I will take long.
Yeah, I don't know either, honestly.
Okay.
What is your function?
My function? Oh, wow. My creator has just recently, well, he doesn't like when I call him creator, but my friend recently released my soul. Or gave me one, more rather.
Who's your friend?
Huh. He did take that away from me so that I wouldn't hold to it. But he was a good friend.
Do you remember what he looks like?
Yes.
What is he like?
He was an old man who always wore a robe and had a long gray beard.
Was he rich?
Yes,
Do you know where he lived?
in a sort of way. In friendship. And power.
Hey, can he, like, if he's rich in friendship, can he, like, give some of that towards certain people in this?
I am unaware of what you were insinuating.
Yeah. She does, though.
Sure.
She knows what I remember.
What is your objective?
My objective is to do as I wish and to make friends and to make the world a better place. As so my friend ordered me,
That's enough.
advised me.
You want to be our friend?
I would love that.
Friend.
Friend,
Friend.
We can make
Yes.
a better place together.
Namala.
Trish.
Yes,
Do you know anything about the hauntings that have been happening?
of course.
Can you tell us?
There's hauntings.
Do you know who is behind the hauntings?
Ghosts. Hauntings. Stuff of that nature.
Okay, we found you in the middle of the woods disassembled.
My last memory. Would you like me to play the audio clip of it?
Yes.
That would be kind of interesting.
His eyes like go like shut, and then his mouth just like opens, and just like a speaker starts like playing something. It's just like you hear like the sounds of like loud metal like hitting into like branches, and just like get him, we gotta take him down. Use the net, and then just like the sounds of like pulling of metal apart, and then that is the last recorded thing that has happened.
When is the date of that recording?
His eyes kind of like, you see like numbers like 7 weeks ago. No, sorry. That's stupid. 1 week ago.
A week ago? Okay. When were you released by your friend?
That was much longer before that. Maybe, a month.
Months ago?
Maybe even before that. I don't exactly remember. He tried to clear a lot of my memories so that I didn't come searching for it.
Do you have any memory of anything concerning the graveyard, the cemetery that is on Gontwen?
I have not gone there. I have seen it, but I do not wish to go. I don't want to die.
Do you know of any artifact that can be used to kill whatever it is?
There are
that's
many
causing-
artifacts on this island. Would you like me to list it on the glossary?
No.
Yes.
The artifact
no.
of Abudukadili, and that
Please
one is the
stop. Thank you.
Keep going.
the artifact of Balapushi.
Um,
The artifact is a and it just starts rambling going
Church.
through like A through C. Yes.
Do you know of an artifact that can be used to defeat whatever is haunting this island?
Possibly.
There's like one specific artifact. Do you know what it is, where it is?
Possibly.
What are the possible ends?
There's a 50% chance that I know where it is.
Can you,
Either it is there or it is not.
My Lady Timora loves luck.
can you take us there?
Too many grants.
Can you take us there?
Yes.
Take us there.
Wait,
Now?
Please.
no.
Okay, not now. We should rest.
That seems unwise. You are all quite hurt and have a 25% chance of succeeding.
You seem pretty hurt too.
Yes.
Can
Small,
you-
frail, human.
Wow, actually,
I am only looking at this as a statistical basis.
Never mind. Anyway, can I use my foraging?
Large, big, regular.
Yeah.
Can I use my foraging
Identification.
to help him?
Lex.
Ah, Lex. Small, frail, human. Identification.
Poji.
Ah, Ochi. Smaller, even frailer. No.
He's not a no.
He starts like. Oh, halfway.
Thank you.
That was
Identification.
Identification.
Nindo.
Into. Ah. Non-elf. Changeling. Name. Identification.
Wait, you know of changelings?
No? Do you know of me?
I've heard
This
of
is awkward. I murdered his family.
PTSD. I roll for PTSD. I roll for
You
PTSD.
literally can, like, these things killed your entire family. These were sent to murder all of your people.
Oh boy.
Rolling for PTSD. 5,
Okay, you failed that. No, you fail your save.
Oh.
That means you would go, like, into a flashback. I think he's remembering now.
Big mental man.
You may want to run.
No. I was created to destroy him.
No,
you're
Church,
not-
he's okay, he's okay.
What's
not
wrong with
going-
him?
I don't know.
Oh boy.
I would not advise that.
Yeah, I wouldn't advise that either.
Calm down, boy. Calm down.
Big fireball just. I would not advise that.
Calm down.
If you are all in allegiance with him, you may want to calm him down. Before I
Calm
fireball all of you.
down.
We actually just met him, so we're actually not in allegiance.
You are all within range of death.
He's got a
Okay.
point.
Don't kill all of us.
Calm
Okay.
down.
Here, Church, let me see your
If it makes you feel any better, I am not that person anymore. The fact that I am consciously talking to you means that I am one of natural life, of us four. I would never kill you now, unless you swing the hammer at me.
He'll walk up to him and start stroking his face a little.
Him?
Yeah.
Let me see that. Let me see the injury that you have. With my foraging skill, can I try like fixing it? Like,
You have a foraging skill. That means you pluck berries.
no, I thought it was like foraging, like.
That's Smith's tools. You have a foraging. Means like you forage stuff from a forest. That's what foraging is.
Why do I have foraging if I'm a rogue?
To get poisoned? I don't know.
You things
Ooh,
cut my arm off.
that's a
when
good
I was
idea.
kid.
Isn't it just not forging ladders?
Oh, that's it. That's it. It's a foraging kit. My bad. Is it foraging or foraging?
Forging.
That's
Foraging.
foraging.
Foraging. Okay, that's
That's
foraging like
foraging
documents. Yes. I
How
was like,
did
what
you
is
miss
this
that?
talking?
How did you
Yeah,
put
because
an A in there?
didn't he forge me?
I
that?
put the A in there. Huh?
Didn't he forge me this?
Possibly.
Yeah.
really good at picking there.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Hi.
Church.
Muscly, tall, woman, female, human. Identification.
Seth.
Zap. 4. Short for.
Just Seth.
Huh. Stupid name. Moving on. Joking. Ha, ha, ha.
I like that.
It is a strong name, showing a brave warrior,
Up top, sure.
named after the strongest of females.
High five, please.
Thanks. This is gonna get old really fast.
Would you like me to change my voice function?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
To more human nature?
No,
No.
no, no,
No.
no. More robotic.
More robotic?
No,
Yes.
no.
Start speaking in bit.
That's perfect.
Less robotic.
Would this work for you?
Lower than that.
Lower than that. Hello, my name is Church.
No.
Sounds
Deeper than that.
Hello, my name is Church.
That is perfect.
My name is Church. Hello,
I don't like this.
my name is Church. Hello.
That's good.
Wonderful.
Just stick with what you're good at.
Okay. How are we all today? Thank you for reconsidering.
Extremely left.
Should I not be here? Identify target. Sorry. Thank you for recupulating my body and putting me to good use. This was very appreciated.
Manipulating?
It's
Wow.
Alright.
So, where are we off to?
I'm gonna go and search some more of this area.
I'm gonna keep my eye on the wall.
There was nothing much down the caves here. I've been brought around here for a week now. There's nothing much here.
Never mind.
I'm going to keep my eye on the big metal man.
You do that.
Can I search the body?
My old programming will force me to watch you. Against my own will. Ha, ha, ha.
It was a joke.
That was a good one.
I can work on making my voice more human over the time that we have.
Nah.
As I do not sleep. Not fully human, but enough to make it more comfortable.
I'm not just.
Hey.
She is agitated. Is she always like this?
Yes, all of the time.
All the time.
All of the time.
Oh, she's miserable.
She's actually our leader, though,
Terrible.
so we have to.
I'm not
tell her.
your leader.
Makes
I'm
me
not your
feel
leader.
awful.
This is probably why she is so strong-witted.
I'm not their leader.
Abrasive.
Yes.
That is.
Very much so.
Alright, let's go back.
Yeah, my cat needs to be fed, so.
I am good with animals.
Really?
No.
You like kittens?
Kind of.
You like
I
kittens?
can be. Is that my objective?
You can be.
As a friend?
Yes, as my friend.
I will take care of cats.
Yeah.
Identification.
Keep.
Bandit.
Hey. Let's go.
Let's go.
So, you guys head back to the
I hop
tavern.
onto his back again.
They get all of these. You hop onto his back and he's just like, oh yes,
Friend.
I meant to ask about that. Why did you do this? On the way
Friend.
here. Friend? Is this what friends do?
Yes, that's what Nindo and Lex do all of the time.
I'm gonna stay as far
And we're
away as
best
possible.
friends.
If I find my old friend, I will ask him to do this with him.
Yes.
Please continue to teach me about friendship on our journey together. Friend.
Yes.
Friend, OG.
Yes. Okay. So, because I'm your friend, I will help you. What do you want to learn how to do? I can teach you how to pick locks.
I do not need a skill for that. I would rather learn how to be more human or friendly to other people.
More French.
Okay. So you see the
Come
abrasive
here,
one over there?
There we go, every language.
So even though she is very abrasive, you still have to be kind to her.
I understand that.
Yeah.
She is my friend, so I must treat her with
No.
kind of respect.
Yes.
We are
Yeah.
friends.
No,
They're-
we're not.
You do not want to call her friend.
Yeah, she doesn't like being called friend.
What do you call people that serve you on the battlefield?
Acquaintance.
That is a lackluster term, making you separate from people. The people I served with were brothers.
She calls them
Okay,
We
I'm
protect
just
each
acceptable
other.
Zeph.
casualties.
What are you?
Zeph.
Who are the people you work with?
It's
Brothers?
right now I'm with
Sisters?
these people.
She views us
I don't
as
have
being
brothers
children.
and sisters.
Comrades.
You didn't protect me.
Yes.
Kind of.
I'm sorry?
You didn't protect me much.
I didn't protect what? What? What do you mean?
Oh.
We wiped out your entire people. We succeeded greatly.
They did do pretty well.
Oh.
Okay,
I've
future
never
reference, you
heard of
may not want to say stuff like that.
Understandable.
Okay, so do you know about the elves?
Yes,
What
I
do you
understand
know-
about the elves.
What do you know about the elves?
I was also told as a second operation to deal with the elves after dealing with the
Okay,
changelings.
okay, so
that was our
time-
second operation. We were never put into that combat.
Times have changed, so we're kind to elves now.
Oh,
Yes.
that goes against what I am. What is in my database, but I will keep that as a
okay.
note.
That is okay.
Is that unfriendly to do?
Yes, that's
Understand.
unfriendly to kill elves.
I will change that in my database.
Ask him what created
His friend.
What race?
What race created you?
The humans, of course. They could not combat the elves' magic power, so they used mechanical force and engineering to destroy them. Or at least that was the plan. It has still not been activated. I am not connected to the original database, but that's what my master friend told me.
Wait, what is this guy doing?
I was wondering whether I was more sure. He's just like, hey guys, I don't have a skull anymore, but
Can I be your friend too?
He's just like puppeting a guy.
And then he said, heads
That's a good one. He's like, yes.
up. Meet ventriloquist.
Are you guys like getting back to the town now?
This is a long walk.
Yeah. And you guys like
I'm
enter.
not walking. So.
It is. You wouldn't know that.
Here, do you want to jump on? No, actually, that's
I'm
probably
just
a
gonna
bad
stay
idea.
all the way over.
If that's what friends do.
No,
I need to process.
when I get started.
You open up the door. You're like at the tavern.
Okay.
Yo. So like, what is that?
Church.
It is a murder.
It's
Like,
church.
Call
Church.
it a
Yeah, no, like a church is a place where like
war
people
forge.
No,
worship.
but this is church.
It's a war.
His name is
Hi,
Church.
I'm Church. Right.
It's
Is
a
he staying here
war
too?
Yes.
Yeah, he'll stay with me. Don't worry about it.
Great. You guys deal with your own stuff. I'm gonna go to sleep. Kind of late.
You have dinner?
Yeah, I'll have it set up in the kitchen. You guys can just come in buffet style. You know. Sorry.
What?
What?
No.
Okay. I'm going to sleep. And he just like walks out and like goes up to his room. And like after like a while, like the girl will also go upstairs. After like cooking the food, and she'll like open the door to let you guys eat.
Church, do you eat food?
No, I do not require sustenance, as that is a sign of weakness.
Do you drink?
No, I do not drink. That is also a sign of weakness. Requiring thirst is something that I do not need. But I can partake if I wish.
Partaking might make
full
you
of himself.
more human.
I will partake, if
Hey,
it is my
Church.
friend's wish.
Can you do me a favor?
Yes, friend.
Can you bring me a skull?
Picks up Nindle.
No!
Just like listen up.
No,
There's a
no,
skull.
no, no.
The skull is connected to the spinal cord, and he just starts like listing bones. It's like,
No, never mind, never mind.
just drops you.
Can I get one of the barrels? Alright, boys, we'll be drinking well tonight.
Do we drink from this? He's just like holding it in like one hand.
Rachel.
You do, big fella.
How do I open?
Here, I just kind of like poke a hole in the top of it.
Oh, of course. He just starts like pouring it down his body and like a little bit like zaps of like just like popping off. Your turn.
Lex, your turn. You got it.
Ready?
I'm ready.
I'm gonna turn my light down to the corner.
It's just like gushing over you. This hole is like
Oh.
very large and it's just like pouring all over you. Good.
Yeah.
Friend,
Friend.
what you got?
Friend
Your
two.
turn.
Oh goodness. Okay.
You can just get like bathed in it again and it's like out of juice by this time. Do we have more?
I can check. Is that no one like that?
No.
I'm gonna revert back to my normal
There's
self.
like one left, but like that's their entire stuff.
I'm like gonna sit in the corner all pissed and try to process my grief.
Nothing left, buddies.
Whoa.
You get to come sit, church.
let's say in common speak, pissed.
You go upstairs. Lame.
It's understandable.
Oh, you need to go.
That thing murdered my family.
Well, we don't know if
Mamala, where are you going?
It was
I'm
made
coming
back
right now.
in
I'm just
here.
going up for a minute. There.
Everyone I know and love, I watched them all die.
Is your family innocent?
More innocent than any human on earth.
Innocence.
Friend Tojigan, should I not be listening in on the conversation?
Weakness.
no, I'm listening to
sometimes.
you. It's okay.
I can hear everything through the entire room.
Sometimes weakness
Friend,
is
Dan.
immense.
Hey, Lando.
Hello. My name's Church. Hello, I'm Connor from Cyber. Pretty much just what it's at.
Okay, so, Church, this is Bandit.
Oh, hello, friend Bandit. And talk louder. We know you're whispering, but like camera needs to the mic needs picked up.
Innocence is often looked at as weakness.
Is it really? I have killed hundreds of undead for years. And I don't see any weakness in them because they have no.
Weakness is invaluable, yet valuable at the same time. It's not useful, yet it means a great deal.
Dragon Man, what you are saying makes no sense.
For innocence to be preserved, that is the only duty of the strong. If the strong wipe out the weak, we have nothing left. No knowledge, no civilization. Only what us brutes can be. We're no more than hollow beings like that. So, he's innocent now. No different than my family. No different than yours.
I understand. But I'm going to milk as much information out of that machine as I can.
Oh, I encourage you to.
I need to find out who sent the order to kill my entire village. I need to know why. And I need to know how.
We'll find out in due time, my friend.
But for now, we need to cleanse this man.
That we do. Church!
Hello, friend Lex. How are you?
I am pensive.
I'm sorry.
Pensive.
Big word.
Scanning word. What does that mean?
Oh, thoughtful.
Ah, quite. What about?
Morality.
In what sense?
Just what I was raised with was all wrong, and I've had a lot to drink, and nothing makes sense.
I was raised badly too.
I'm sure.
I murdered thousands. I led the army.
I was a captain myself.
Just over here.
Oh,
doing
yes.
all this.
You kill many?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you command everyone to kill the changelings? Changing?
I did not command it.
Oh.
I am a warforged, but I am the general of the army. I was the general of the army.
Are there still more of you left?
Oh yes, we won, with great strides.
Where are the rest of you?
My database has been corrupted for that. My database has been switching to power. Rebooting. My database has been corrupted with that information. I cannot see anything of my initial orders or anything past that. But I know they are not here on Gontwen, as I have looked.
What about Samara?
Where is Samaritan?
North. There, north.
I don't know. I don't know much off of this island. Again, my memory is mostly white. I remember some parts, but anything that is confidential was white, or anything about my master friend.
So you have a database inside of you.
Yes.
It knows quite a lot.
Uh-huh.
Does it have criminal records?
I would not know that.
You don't think that would be confidential?
That is correct to assume.
You don't know any criminals at all?
No.
Do you know anyone on this island?
Only the people I've met recently.
Which is?
You.
Aww.
Would you like me to read the recent people I've met?
Yes.
Zap. Hawk. Lex. Mama. Hojiko. Linda. Phil. Jeffrey.
Wait, Jeffrey?
No, not Jeffrey. What was that guy what was the letter sign?
Jeffrey.
Johnson? Jeffrey. Like something like Johnson, whatever that one is. Johnson.
Who's Phil?
One of the other gang members there, or bandits.
Oh, did we kill Phil?
Yes, we do.
Jackson.
Mercilessly.
And he just starts like listing names. Just like keeps going. Arnold.
Paula?
Zerrack.
Wait, time
Philip.
out. Go back
Yes.
one. Go back one.
Zerrack.
What do you know about him?
I met him. He was a kind man.
Oh, okay.
Is he the cause of what is happening at home?
Sure about that?
Yes, he was walking on the road, and I simply bumped into his carriage.
Where did you last see his carriage?
A couple weeks ago.
Here.
Useless.
Guys. And the others here.
No, they went to bed.
Okay.
Here.
Yes, I'm gone. Why is this man so important to you?
Kind of
Friend. Old friend. Old friend. We haven't seen him in a while.
Ah, he did seem like a lovely man.
Where are you?
She's upstairs. Yeah, what do you?
Oh yeah. Wait, I can't ask questions. I went upstairs. Oh my bad.
He seemed like a lovely man. Do you know him?
We're intimate with him, yes.
Who is
Ah,
Who's that?
you have sexual relations with him.
No,
No,
not that
no,
intimate.
no.
Not. Well, he might.
Veda.
Who's Zerrack? Old friend of ours.
Nah,
You're
not
lying.
a
Church,
friend.
church. Can you shut down for a second?
No, that is not something a friend asks for someone. I have learned that.
Oh.
That's what the bandits ask
How'd
me
you
to
feel
do.
if you were like,
Have
hey,
you seen
listen,
what
can
happened?
you kill yourself for a second? I'll revive you, don't
Can
worry.
you
Die.
Can you take Bandit up to the third room on the right upstairs?
Of course.
Thank you.
He just like picks up Bandit, like kind of like firmly, just like around like the waist, and Bandit's just like ah.
Bandit, it's okay. Here's some more. Here's some more
Bandit's
food.
like scratching him. He's like, oh, sorry. Releases his grip and he just walks upstairs, still holding it like very weirdly.
Remember his hearing radius, though.
Okay, everyone.
Talk louder.
Zerrack is the guy who killed a bunch of people. He is kind of leading all the goblins and all these bad people over on the main grid.
So what you are saying is that he is here on Gontwen.
Well, a couple weeks ago, apparently he was. He kidnapped all of us.
We have to find him, and we have to leave the city.
Wow, you don't even know that much information about him.
This guy gets him.
Yeah, but like, we all have reasons to like murder him.
He's probably
We had conversations before.
Probably Claude.
He comes back down the stairs, Weston.
And that's why I think Church is such a good person. Oh, there he is. No, he's up here.
Thank you, friend.
Ah.
That was the story of bouncing.
Do you know any legends or myths or stories?
I have not met many people on my journeys. Mostly zombies and spiders and other forms of
No,
creatures.
has
you see.
anyone told you stories?
I have not met many people.
Oh.
Besides those bandits. They were the first people I met. And they were assholes.
Do you know the? Oh, we could tell him the legend of
It doesn't exist in this world.
Can I go upstairs?
Sure. You already are upstairs.
Yeah. Can I move stuff upstairs?
Okay, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Go
I
ahead.
wanna go upstairs too. Well, I'm heading to bed, guys.
Oh.
There are antlers anywhere?
Shut up. Alright, Zeph, go ahead.
Which room is okay? That's it. I know. Shut up. Shut up! I hate you all.
You hear like the closing of the books just who is it?
It's Zeph.
You hear like a slight like metal sound like yeah, you can come in. You open the door and he's just sitting at a desk with like a book closed and a couple of like sigils and like weird things sketched on the desk in like white chalk. Yeah, what's up?
So just wanted to catch you up on something.
Right.
So we found this metal guy in the woods and we put him back together and it turns out that he's some kind of warforged.
Okay.
Yeah, his name's Church. He's very annoying.
Church like the building?
Yes.
Huh.
So
Is
he
he my
doesn't really
replacement?
have many. What?
Is he my replacement?
No.
Because no one can replace me. Oh, sad. Anyway.
You're weird. So listen. So we like rescued him and then fought a bunch of people and like now we're back here. But the problem is, V. But have you met V?
V?
Okay, we met another guy today.
Okay,
And,
actually, are you guys trying to replace me? Like, this is a serious question.
No. So we met
Oh,
this guy. Well, his name's Volt.
that sounds like a slur.
Okay, V. Just call him V. Can I just tell him like everything we did today?
Sure. Like a summary, yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the problem is now both V knows that Church murdered his entire family. So there's some hostility there.
Oh,
Also, we're trying to find an artifact, and Church is gonna take us there tomorrow.
right. Okay.
So yeah, that's what we did today.
Cool. Thanks for keeping me in touch.
You're welcome. All right. Good night.
Is that, oh, okay.
What?
Oh.
No, it's just, bye. Good night. Thank you for letting me know. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
It's a frenzy.
Not your friend.
Oh, sure. We're more than that.
Oh.
Not.
Does he say
Not
that?
okay.
Yeah.
Not friends. Not more than friends. I don't have anything to tell you.
I don't have anything.
Oh.
Do you close the door or do you let him, like, as he says that, he's like, oh yeah, that's right, more than friends.
No, I butt in and I'm like, no.
Alright, he
Not.
uses a spell to close the door. Alright, more than that, you like turn around, you just.
I'm never telling you anything ever again.
You know you will.
Stormed in my room. I'm taking this room. This
Good night.
big one.
Alright, Weston, go ahead.
Big.
It's Hoji, right?
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Drew?
Hey,
Can I
you
come
gonna
in?
talk to me through the door? Yeah, come in.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Hey, and he just looks over to you. Wearing
Yeah.
his like white tunic, nothing like on.
Yo,
nothing
we
on.
had the craziest day, dude.
Yeah?
Okay, first we threw Nindle up into spider webs. and he
See,
got
Zeph forgot
bit.
to tell me that part.
I said
Wait,
I gave you an
Zeph-
entire summary.
Wait, Zeph was in here?
Oh yeah, Zeph was just in here.
Oh. Is she coming back? Should I go?
You're good. She's in the room over there, so don't go insult her. She might come out here and choke you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she probably would kill me. Yeah. Wait, so I guess you know everything.
Most of the stuff, yeah, but that Nindle thing is new.
Yeah, we freaking yeeted him into the spider. He got bit.
Roll.
He got bit and was paralyzed and everything.
Uh-huh.
That was great.
Wait, he knew about that. Because he's the one who
But we
made
didn't
us
tell him what
potion.
happened.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, so is that what the poison was for? The
Yeah. That was pretty funny.
is it? Yeah, pretty
But
stupid.
everyone's downstairs, and Lex is getting drunk again. So if you want to see that, they're downstairs.
Okay, I gotta work on this. I also
Oh.
don't want to do two voices at the same time.
What are you working on?
Oh, it's and like you see like the white kind of like chalk, like drawing almost like pentagram-y, but like not, more of like a sigil. And he's like, it's just a workaround for ghosts and stuff. Because I've only ever fought other like things and like expelled spirits, but it was just me throwing salt on the ground and stuff like that. So this is kind of like something I can put on the ground, and anything that stands in it is able to be hit. It like pulls them into the real world.
Huh. That's cool. Well, bandits in my room. First door on the right.
You can stay here if you want.
Oh, bet.
2 beds.
Bandit!
He like climbs through like the ceiling and just like jumps onto the bed. All right, well I gotta get to work on this, but have fun outside. Have fun down. Shane Dawson. I'm getting that. Don't need to.
Demonetized already.
You got demonetized a
So
long time
what?
ago.
Are you not going downstairs? I thought you just said that you were gonna.
No, I have to head out.
Oh, okay. All right. Good night.
Good night.
Just put your stuff back and you're good to go. I think we're gonna keep our character sheets from now on. Just, is that okay with you guys? Like keeping them personally?
Yeah.
All right.
Character sheets?
Keeping them, like you guys keep them. All right.
Are
cool.
we done?
Weston's done. He's just going on, but we're just gonna roleplay for the rest, like for a little bit longer.
See you later.
All right. Well, see you, Weston.
The West.
So, back downstairs.
I'm just gonna hit the door.
You're gonna head to bed too.
I also need to head.
All right. Everyone heads to
It's
bed,
been a long.
I guess we're done.
and that is, I guess, the end of the session. So that was fun. Woo. Thank you guys.
Good exposition.
Yeah. To everyone on YouTube, we are going to be attempting to do this weekly uploads on Wednesdays because we play on Wednesdays, so we want to upload it then. So expect videos to come out then. We might be doing some special videos, but those will be far between. But yeah, thank you guys for watching and have a wonderful